Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Ghost Stories. I will begin by letting you know that in the description of this video, you can find the Zoom link. Come hang out with us in the waiting room. And hello, Akash, Maitun, Vimal, Shoaib, Prashant, Trailblazer, Ryan, Sachin. I love Sachin.
Hi
And
there.
Kasakai Neeraj, how are you? But just want to say yes, description of video, come to Zoom, waiting link. Anybody and everybody is invited to this wonderful thing called Ghost Stories. Hello, Jaydeep. Hello, all the mods. Harami chat, as they are lovingly known, is with us also. Put your hands together for the one, the only, the man with the viscosity and consistency of viscous consistent thing, Suresh Manan! Ah, मेरा दांत मेरा जीभ के ऊपर.
तेरा राजमा चावल भी है मेरा चश्मे के ऊपर.
Good to see you, Mr. Menon.
Thank you, thank you. And I just want to inform that I just came back from Goa just to be in the stream, and it is so happy for me that I'm back on the stream, and I'm just very happy that I'm here.
Turn to Michael only, but
Yeah,
um,
thank you.
that reminds me of a quick joke. Can I ask you? It's a bit of a riddle.
Oh,
How do you
please,
know
of
if
course.
somebody went to Goa?
How do you know?
They tell you.
Ah, very nice, very nice.
Many announcements to be made. This is the 48th stream, I think. Who's counting? I am. A big round of applause, everybody. We're about to begin. Yes, I see our waiting room is filling up really quick. Don't forget to come there. Leave your handkerchief. The artwork was by Mr. Black Pixel 1 from our Discord. So please come over to our Discord also. Ao Kabhi
Yeah,
Haveli Pe. um Last week we did ghost stories. I played some clips from the internet, Mr. Menon.
yeah, I know. I remember that
we
very well because I was there.
we lovingly he's known as Musk Melon now. It's a mix of sorry, Musk Menon, mix of Elon Musk and Suresh Menon. Musk Melon. So some people, and when I say some people including me, we shat our pants when we saw some of those videos, even though there's no proof in the videos. You
Yes,
know, Mr.
yes,
Menon?
yes, yes. I
And
know, I know.
yeah, hey Gotham, how's it going? I think that's Black
I'm
Pixel.
Suresh.
Big round of applause, man. Thank you
Oh,
so much.
okay.
What's
I thought
lovely
you were talking
artwork.
to me. I'm wondering why you calling me Gautam.
Anyway, see, I'm a skeptic, very thorough skeptic, but Rick's kabi nahi laine ka, like Mr. Raval has said, Suresh.
Yeah.
And something else, yeah, no clips tonight. Don't worry about it. Some people were like asking, will there be clips? No, there will not be clips. Unka thoda fati padi hai. Don't take any tension about that. Nothing to worry about. So, like I was saying, I'm a skeptic. I respect everybody's beliefs. It's fine. You are allowed to believe. Please allow me to not believe. And because whenever it comes to the ghost, the video quality becomes very bad suddenly. Bad filming, bad angles. I mean, come on. Anyway, so Suresh Menon, big hug. Come here. Come here.
No, no, that's okay. That
Oh, okay,
so
fine.
I'm still maintaining social distancing.
Damn you.
And ladies and
Embarrassing.
gentlemen, I also want to. I'm just waiting for count after you go back. We'll introduce a guy who's responsible for making this show.
Oh my god,
Oh,
I look
there
so
he
funny when
is.
the filter goes away.
That's a different person. This is you.
Yeah.
This is
I
Jose.
even I bought new shirts, man. Come on,
Oh,
this
nice,
the
nice, nice.
hand it to
But
me.
why you got my face over there without the wig?
Kuch
So,
bhi.
ladies and gentlemen, please give a huge round of applause to the one and only Jose Kowako.
Wow, it's like a boxing match about to start. All right, so good to go, man. Suresh, any gossip from Goa?
Oh, I must tell you. So, I was in Goa and I was with
Batao, batao.
office colleagues, and we were
Pass me out.
discussing ghost stories in the first night itself. And some, after I went to my room, I realized that it's so creepy having these
Hotels, na?
stories run in your mind. No, no, hotels are good, no problem the hotel. But these stories run in your mind and you feel ki there is somebody. Now I know I
Yeah, yeah.
remember a story where somebody said that they were laying on the bed and they felt that somebody was sitting on the bed and staring at them. And
I somehow after so many years I couldn't just not sleep for some time because I was thinking, अरे कोई आके बैठ गया तो अभी करेगा क्या?
वो
And
सोच
then I
में ही
got up
सबसे बड़ा प्रॉब्लम है सुरेश, करेक्ट?
exactly. So आधी tricks तो अपना mind ही खेलता है. But just to be on the safer side, I
Tricks.
slept with all the lights on.
Just to be on the safer side, I like that.
Yeah,
Anyway, we good to go? Yeah?
yeah,
Shall
yeah,
we
of
begin
course.
the
We
silsila
must, we
of the
must, we
ghost
must,
stories?
we must.
Oh no, it's
And we
happening.
started yet again.
I
The
can
ghost
feel it.
stories.
I can feel it inside me, coming out from inside me only. Eee! Ah!
Oh,
थोड़ा निकालने में टाइम लग गया. Hello.
hi
Hi.
चाची कैसी हैं आप?
Chachi. Hello, Suresh. बड़ा मस्त
Oh,
लग रहे
hi.
हो. Thank you.
Hi. आप कितनी हॉट लग रही.
मैं काफी हर्ट हूँ. मैं थोड़ा वो सोफा के साथ मेरा पैर लग गया उधर, तो बहुत हर्ट
Oh,
हूँ. But Mayur Iyer, stories are more informative than clips. Are waiting for scary session tonight. Thank you. Thank you. So sweet. Thank you, Mayur. Murali finds popcorn for Suresh. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Mr. Rajesh,
Likamenta.
congratulations to Cyrus from Harami Chat. Oh my God! Before we start, hey, just leave my body. Let me make the announcement. No, let me make the. Got it wrong. Suresh, I asked Cyrus, can we talk about it? And he said, yeah, please. Why aren't you wishing me? He said, so big round of applause for Mr. Cyrus Sahukar. He's getting married. Sala? That's why he's not been returning my calls. Leave my body. He's getting married, bro. So that's what he's been really busy. Suresh, you muted yourself. The moment I speak of marriage, Suresh mutes himself. Uska sab audio nikal gaya, bechara. Suresh looking visibly upset that his audio is gone. Let me just check my headphone ka battery, see how long.
Battery 90%.
90% mas. Listen, while all this is going on, so yeah, chat, drop a bunch of hearts. I will, if you don't already know Cyrus's Instagram, while Suresh sets up all this, um, please go and wish him. He's getting married on the 15th. It's his big day. And like someone was asking, will Cyrus be coming back? Now we don't know. Now he might be busy forever. So congratulations to Cyrus Saugar. Kalyani also, who's marrying him? His wife will be marrying him. Thank you so much for asking. Great question. Um, so go send him us tons and tons of love over here in the chat also, and also on his Instagram. No, the excitement is totally. Are you guys not invited? We are invited. No, we are not invited. Actually, we had a bit of a fight, and he sent us an invite, and then he sort of like he deleted the message on
Hello,
WhatsApp.
hello,
So now,
hello.
hello, Suresh, welcome back. You
Oh,
missed
can you
the
hear me?
whole Cyrus announcement. So once again, round of applause
But your
for
voice is very low on the
maybe your headphone
headphone.
volume is low.
No, headphone volume is fine. It's
ऊपर कर दे,
uh,
ऊपर कर. हाँ,
ऊपर
अभी आ रहा
कर
है?
दिया. अभी ठीक है, ठीक है. तो मुझे 2-3 चीजें बोलना था. So this
बोलिए सर,
explains
बोलिए.
this explains Cyrus's absence from the
Yes, yes.
stream at
He's been
large.
busy planning it like crazy, yeah.
And I would give him 6 months to be back live every day.
6 months. You're being very lenient, sir.
Yeah, I know, I know. Gentleman, I wish him all the very best. After all,
Yeah, yeah.
marriage is a major step in in a life that you take, and with a
Major step towards the end.
yeah, we can't be making fun of his marriage, right?
Of
No,
course we can. He'd love it. I'm
no,
sure
no,
he'd love
no.
it.
I refuse to say things like hey, you can either be happily married that either you're
You
happy
can
or
be
you're
happy
married.
or you're mad. I'm
I
just
wouldn't
telling me
never.
don't not to crack these jokes. अभी
Not
तो
gonna.
घुस गया.
That's why I'm saying I won't crack such
Yeah,
jokes, saying that hey, I will meet him after 2 days and he'll know what
yeah.
marriage is all about.
Also,
No,
that other one, na, ki me and my wife are very happily married. She goes out on Tuesdays. I go out on Thursdays.
We go out twice a week.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
we see-
I butchered the joke. Anyway, so here we
yeah.
go. Before we start, guys, I have to tell you a really funny story. Suresh and his technical difficulties. When we started the stream, Suresh, अरे मेरा camera नहीं चल रहा है. I've done so many Zoom calls today. मेरा camera ही नहीं चल रहा है, नहीं चल रहा है. Go गाली दे रहा था before we started. That's why we started 2 minutes late. It turns out Suresh's laptop का camera has a camera cover.
There is.
Close it, Suresh.
Oh
Okay,
yeah,
please
man.
open it. Anyway, here we go. Let's go. Cyril is the wedding planner. That's correct. Thank you, everybody. Once again, another
So will
great.
you be announcing Cyril's date also very soon?
We don't know. He's
We
not
don't
told us
know. We
anything
don't
yet.
know.
We don't
Yeah,
told us
yeah,
anything.
yeah.
Chalo.
Hmm.
15 minutes, almost 15 minutes wasted on this. Let's go.
So are you trying to tell people that talking marriage is like talking horror stories?
I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything.
Yeah, even I didn't
We
say anything.
we miss you guys also a lot, as
Yeah,
friends. I mean,
Sanjay
not in like a
Manjrekar.
Sanjay Manjrekar is amazing. So here we go. Suresh, I'm going for it. मैं button दबाने वाला हूँ. Please come to the
Bindas,
description of
bindas.
this video. Come to the come to the waiting room, and we'll pull you guys in one by one, and you can tell us your ghost stories. Please try to keep them to like personal experiences, stuff like that. It'll be nice. So here we go. Let's take it away, sir. पता नहीं क्या होने वाला है. Today's thumbnail was really something. Suresh is the Casper the Friendly Ghost. It's playing somebody else. Nice, nice. 017374. इसका ATM pin है. Oh, did I tell you? I got a new gadget for ghost stories.
Hey, what is that?
It's one El Cheapo USB fan,
Oh,
but really
brilliant.
good, yeah.
Does it have battery?
No, not battery, but this is directly USB. But the best part is also combined with this noise cancellation. It's fantastic. Majidar NVIDIA broadcast app. Hey, 017374.
Let's try calling that number.
This is a great start. No, it's not. It's not a full number. Suresh, this is a good omen. I mean, you know me. I'm not superstitious or anything.
I actually want to read out a message which
Please,
came
sir,
to
ये
me on
आपका ही
LinkedIn.
stream है. क्या कर
Correct.
रहे हो आप? करो sir.
Please मुझे read करने
सोच
दीजिए
समझ
because
के.
मुझे
Yes, sir.
Ivona Raghubar, Risk Advisory Executive in Deloitte. She's message is saying that big fan of the ghost story. Just wanted to say thank you, all four of you, and bye.
Wow, she's seeing two extra people. उसको भूत दिख रही है. Suresh, I
And
thought you'll say delighted to meet you.
Yeah, very delighted. But she's written to us from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and that's why I sort of thought they should.
Very nice, very nice.
Global fans है तेरे Hoezaay, global.
Global. We are locally. I press the button too quickly.
अरे यार सब numbers है.
Some numbers. Everyone wants to be anonymous.
And if you want to catch me talking the cricket match, catch me on Glance Live.
Hey, yeah, Suresh, what are you doing? You're doing some IPL stuff and all. But
Yes, I must.
Self promotion.
I must say that apart from that, what gives me great joy is when predictions are coming true. आज मैंने बोला था कि चेन्नई हारने वाला पूरी तरह से वही हुआ.
Hi, am I visible, guys?
Yes. You're
Yes,
totally
Shubham.
visible, audible.
Big fan, Hoezaay, big fan, Suresh.
कैसे है भाई?
Very, very, very pleased to meet you all, yeah.
Good to
Thank
meet
you.
you, sir. आपका
So,
स्वागत.
like,
बोनी हो गए really.
I wouldn't waste your precious time.
It's
and I
not
would start
precious,
with my
but
story.
please, we appreciate it.
Sweet of you to
So, am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes.
very
yes,
loud and
very
clear,
much.
bro.
Fine,
Yeah.
sir.
So, this is like it's kind of my personal story, and just pardon me for the username that I've mentioned. That is for my college roll number.
No
So
problem. अरे
I've been
सबको
keep
मत
on
बताओ.
logging it. Yeah.
Okay, it's for your college laptop से.
ठीक है. Take it away,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah.
First call of the day.
Yeah. So this is like I want to continue the story in Hindi because feeling Hindi में अच्छा आता है.
अरे बिल्कुल नहीं भाई
So,
क्या बात कर रहे हैं.
Love you, sir.
that would be really appreciable.
Go
Yeah.
for it, please. Sir.
So मेरे friend है, मेरा एक engineering में friend था. He was amongst my closest friend. We used to hang out and we used to eat together. हम लोग साथ में मतलब उठना बैठना and all batchmate था. So मतलब उसका एक affair था and the girl was a Muslim girl and जो वो बंदा था वो काफी मतलब politically बहुत वो था exposed बंदा था मतलब एक local youth leader type उसको मतलब था and this and that वो होता है ना कुछ लोग होते हैं वो youth leader मंत्री and all this and that so he was into that very much so मतलब जो लड़की है उसके घर वालों को किसी दिन पता चला कि मतलब ऐसा वैसा हिंदू एंड मुस्लिम दिस एंड दैट सो उन्होंने मतलब जहां वो रह रहा था बंदा वहीं पे उसको मतलब बहुत मतलब बोलते हैं ना चमकाया मारा पीटा एंड ऑल
चमकाया
हाँ धमकाया
अच्छा धमकाया या चमकाया मुझे लगा
चमकाया धमकाया
It feels like we're on Twitter suddenly. Please,
मुझे
she's
लगा
made of
Combines the
muslin.
same-
पॉलिश कर रहा उसको
It all rhymes the same, but actually it's having the same meaning.
आई नो आई नो
चमकाया,
मैं
दमका.
समझ गया बहुत
Yeah, yeah,
इंटरेस्टिंग
yeah,
टर्मिनोलॉजी है। फिर
yeah, yeah. So उसके बंदे का वहां पे काफी वो था, पॉलिटिकली बंदा एक्सपोज था, तो उसने सोचा कि मतलब वो पता नहीं उसके दिमाग में उस टाइम क्या आया,
एक
लेकिन
सेकंड में रोक सकता हूँ आपको 1 मिनट के लिए और ये पूछ सकते हैं इसमें भूत तो है ना?
हाँ, श्योर श्योर
हाँ अच्छा
सर.
ठीक
3
है आगे
बार
बढ़
So
पॉलिटिक्स
मैं
के
एक
बारे
बैक
में।
स्टोरी बता रहा हूँ that what happened.
हम्म,
So actually मतलब ऐसा हुआ and suddenly he got himself, like उसको ऐसा दिल पे लिया, so he like he was amongst my closest friend, तो उसने suicide कर लिया था.
अरे
And he was
एक
like,
सेकंड दिस हैपेंड टू सडनली फॉर मी। तो आप कह रहे थे उनको चमकाया सब कुछ किया,
हाँ
उसके
जी, हाँ जी.
बाद उनका दिल बहुत ज्यादा ठेस पहुंचने के
हाँ,
बाद
जिस
उन्होंने
जिस
सुसाइड
एरिया
किया।
में, हाँ जी, वो जिस एरिया में रहता था वहीं पे
डैम।
उसको मतलब मारपीट किया उसके साथ.
हम्म,
तो उसने अपनी ईगो पे बात ले ली थी. एक वो होता है ना, एक पॉलिटिकली एक्सपोज बंदा, उसके लिए ईगो ही सब कुछ होता है. लाइक बंदों के
हम्म,
सामने, जिसके सामने वो इगोइस्टिक था, उन्हीं के सामने उनकी मारपीट हो गई थी, तो वो थोड़ा बंदा मतलब अपने हर्ट हो गया था. तो आई थिंक लाइक दिस इज द कंक्लूजन दैट वी आर गेटिंग. सो उसने
assumption,
सुसाइड
so
कर
to
लिया.
speak, yeah.
हम्म,
And I was the first one to see him hanging. मैं जब सुबह उसको कॉलेज में I picked him up. So I used to pick him up, and that day also I somehow like gone into his room and I saw him hanging. So it was after later on that night. It was really, when our college mates, they got to know about his news. So we were all very disturbed and we were really shocked. And at that moment, like on that particular day, मेरे घर में कोई भी नहीं था. Like मेरे mom and dad दोनों किसी function में गए थे relatives के. And you can imagine उस time पे मतलब मेरे जो pictures और जो वो situation चल रहा था उस time पे मुझे कोई चाहिए था घर में, but घर
I
में
can
कोई भी नहीं
imagine,
था.
yeah.
It was absolutely empty. So at night I still remember it was around 11:30 or 12. I was trying to sleep. मतलब आदमी नहीं सो पा रहा है, मैं बहुत फोकस कर रहा हूँ कि सोना है, दिमाग से थोड़ा निकालना है. एंड सडनली आई गॉट द मैसेज. एक व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप पे उसके साथ में एडेड था, एंड उसी के फ्रेंड ने, हिज नेम वाज लेट्स टेक एक्स. सो उस बंदे के फ्रेंड ने मतलब वैन में पोस्टमार्टम के साथ उसके बंदे की जो डेड बॉडी है उसके साथ फोटो खींच के ग्रुप पे भेज दिया. एंड उसकी पोस्टमार्टम वाली फोटो थी, वापस घर आ रही थी, एंड इट वाज ऑल स्वीट अप ओवर. That was so disturbing. हम लोग सब दिमाग से सब चीजें निकाल रहे थे और वापस से वो पोस्टमार्टम वाली फोटोज देख के it was so like what happened. So फिर उसके थोड़ी देर बाद मेरा जो असली एनकाउंटर है तब चालू हुआ. I was trying to sleep and मुझे मतलब I don't know what happened, but मुझे ऐसा लगा that suddenly my room temperature dropped really down. It means like comparatively बहुत down. एकाएक से मुझे एक ब्लैंकेट, इट वाज अराउंड मई जून, और मुझे रियली एक ब्लैंकेट की जरूरत पड़ गई थी, ऐसा वाला टेम्परेचर गिरा था. एंड मुझे कुछ समझ नहीं आया, तो आई जस्ट ओपन माय वार्डरोब एंड आई जस्ट टुक आउट अ ब्लैंकेट एंड आई जस्ट मूव्ड इट ऑन माय बॉडी. सो लेटर ऑन मुझे ऐसा लगा, एक होता है ना कि जब आप ऐसे एक गद्दे रहते हैं, गद्दे पे आप ऐसे प्रेशर डालते हो तो यू कैन एक्चुअली फील दैट समवन इज सिटिंग और समवन इज अप्लाइंग प्रेशर ऑन दैट डनलप if on a mattress. सो आई थॉट कि मेरे चेस्ट के इस तरफ और इस तरफ आई वाज लाइंग लाइक दिस, दोनों तरफ ऐसे ऐसा लगा कि कुछ प्रेशर आया है. एंड सडनली आई स्टार्टेड फीलिंग हैवी. मुझे ऐसा लगा कि मुझे कुछ बहुत मतलब ऐसा लगा कि किसी ने बहुत सारा वेट मेरे चेस्ट पे डाल दिया. आई immediately I wasn't sure what was that. So मैं उस थोड़ा करवट चेंज करके मैंने उस तरफ करके सोने की कोशिश किया. So आई वॉज मैं अपने आप को रिकॉल कर रहा था कि मतलब ये चीज नहीं है, तेरी वहम है. एंड सडनली आई I suddenly saw from the, on side of my eyes, like on a corner of my eye, saw something just pass from my room and it went towards my table. तब मुझे अब गलतफहमी, मुझे लगा कि नहीं, गलतफहमी नहीं है, either there is a thief in my house. मुझे ऐसा लगा कि there might be a thief in my house. So I was like कि नहीं यार, उठ के देखना पड़ेगा. मैं देखा, घर भर सब देखा, स्विच ऑन किया, लाइट्स वगैरह सब मैंने देखा. फिर मैं ठीक है, कोई नहीं है, इट्स ऑल इन माय माइंड. मैं वॉशरूम गया. washroom. I flushed down. I When I just turned my head back, I literally saw my friend. He was standing right in front of me, and he was actually all white down. His I couldn't even express this on my words. I can't even actually see this black pupil and all. He was having this much beard. I can only see the beards and outline of the body were all floating around. It was all white. It was like कि किसी ने चूना मार दिया है. That kind of white. And he was just standing like a numb. He was standing in the corner, and he was I can't actually feel the body outline, but I can see कि एक बंदा है, कुछ है, and I can identify him as my friend. वो ऐसे देख रहा है, and मुझे एकाएक से मेरे दिमाग में आई डोंट नो क्या हुआ, एकाएक से दिमाग में मुझे एक चीज सुनाई हुई कि भाई बहुत बड़ी गलती हो गई. And that was
Man.
the word. उसके 10 सेकंड के अंदर आई डोंट नो क्या हुआ, मैं पीछे गिर गया. एंड मेरे हेड जो बेसिन था, बेसिन पे लगा, एंड आई ब्लैक्ड आउट कंप्लीटली. आई डोंट नो व्हाट हैपेंड. मैं कब उठा, कितनी देर में ब्लैक्ड आउट रहा, बट जब मैं उठा मुझे इतनी हिम्मत नहीं थी कि मैं लेफ्ट या राइट देखूं. आई वाज जस्ट स्टेयरिंग डाउन टू द फ्लोर, एंड आई वेंट टू माय बेड, एंड आई ट्राइड स्लीपिंग डाउन. आई वाज वेटिंग कि कब बाहर से पेपर वाले भैया या किसी की आवाज आए, मुझे एक वो हो जाए, बोलते हैं ना, एक सच्चाई आ जाए कि हाँ भाई सुबह हो गई है, ताकि मैं अपने घर से जितनी जल्दी भागूं. जैसे ही 5 साढ़े 5 बजे, आई पैक्ड whatever shit that I was having. मैं ऐसे बैग में जो भर सकता था करा, भागा अपने फ्रेंड के फ्लैट पे. एंड आई वाज एक्चुअली शिवरिंग द होल डे. मुझे फीवर भी आ गया था 2 दिन. एंड स्टिल till this date I don't know what happened. Was he actually came up over there to say something to me, or was it just my hallucination? But I can assure you this thing कि जिसको मैंने देखा था, that wasn't my friend. वो फेस आई कांट, मैं नहीं भुला सकता हूँ वो फेस, जो फेस था. आई स्टिल पता नहीं मुझे.
Wow. Crazy story, bro. So a lot of people in the chat, some people are saying maybe you were, going through some sort of stress, might have been an anxiety attack. People who do believe are saying maybe he came to say one last goodbye to you or something like that. But
Yeah, I
Me,
mean,
crazy story.
maybe, but it was like I think it was a goodbye, but my body wasn't ready to see that thing, because I
Yeah.
was the one who got him down, and I don't know, it was really disturbing for
I,
me.
Did you
I, I
speak with
do.
anyone after all this? I
Yeah,
hope you like spend some time chatting with friends, family at least, thoda, to help your mind out.
Yeah, I tried it, but you know, like it's been a while. It's been 4 5 years back. Now I'm working. I've done my MBA, but it was during my engineering times. It was only third year. I was in the third year of my engineering, so it was all really sudden and so disturbing for me at that time.
Freaky. Brother, thanks for sharing that with us.
Thank
a
you,
Have a
small
good
Jose.
one.
prayer for your friend, and I hope wherever he
Thank
is,
you.
he's in a good space.
And for you
Thank you,
also.
Suresh.
And
Thank
for
you.
you also. Take care.
All right,
Thank
buddy.
you. Thank you, Suresh.
Take care.
Jose, lots of love to you, Jose and Suresh. You are
Take care,
doing
man.
absolutely fantastic job,
We're
and I've
trying.
been following.
Uh,
I've been following you from since day first, and
Awesome.
really hats off to you guys.
Thanks, man. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank
Have
you,
a good one,
Shubham.
buddy.
Bye bye.
Take
Thank
Bye
care.
you.
bye.
Whew.
What a
ये
heavy
तो
story,
डर
I
गई.
must say.
Guys, please try to drop trigger warnings before you, if you do drop in stories like that. That went from 0 to like 100 real quick. Suresh, what do you think? I
It's
chat
all
is
it's.
the chat is extremely divided by this whole thing, of course, which
I'm
is good, I
absolutely
guess.
not, because I could see him very nervous, and I think I thought he's going to break down in between. ऐसे लग रहा था. So thankfully he didn't. But a lot of people who have gone through something like this, man,
Ooh,
it's
like,
really
yeah.
terrible. Walking into a room and finding someone hanging is like the worst thing that can happen to you. Of course, the bad thing has already happened to the person who's passed, but it's very sad. And yeah, and I think somebody mentioned in the chat, obviously his friend came back to give him some sort of closure. And no, and sometimes they do. You get these messages in the form of dreams or something. But yeah, more or less, it's your mind which is playing the trick on you, and it's somebody who is so attached with, that oh God. अभी मेरे को
सुरेश तो थक जाएगा एक्सप्लेन करते
नहीं
करते.
मैं थक गए मैं सोच के वापस मुझे शायद जाना पड़ेगा तो रूम में सोऊंगा तो यही सब चीजें मुझे याद आएगा. Try and blank this out.
You can try. देखते हैं क्या होता है. मेरा आंख का प्रॉब्लम. Anyway, shall we keep going?
Yes, sir. Please do. Please do.
तो डर गई.
Oof.
Moving on.
Is
Moving
Cyril
on.
coming in?
Unnerving. No, I don't think so. Did he say something to you?
Yeah, he said that he's coming. I misses everybody on the stream and he would love to be
I think that was the wrong number.
possible, but it sounded
kidding.
lot like Cyril when I spoke to the person.
Might have been him. Might have been him.
Yeah.
आ गया तो बोनस रहेगा मतलब समझे ना.
वही तो ना.
Wow. Crazy. और क्या क्या कुछ आर्गुमेंट चल रहा है अपना चैट पे. Hoezaay does not agree with you वगैरह वगैरह. It doesn't matter whether anyone agrees, disagrees. Just live and let live. You know what I mean? Oh my God, we're being
It's
contacted
like you
by
get
aliens.
I guess it's you get somebody who can listen to your experience, especially the ones that you go alone. And if you tell anyone whom you're seeking help from, and they say, "Shoo, यार ये ऐसा कुछ नहीं है," so at least
Yeah,
there's a
yeah.
forum where people are
Which is
coming and
something that
saying what is
Suresh
there.
has taught us. Yeah, don't be too dismissive. Also, at least hear it out.
Yeah, it's always better, na. It would be great if it's completely fictionalized or anything like that.
Okay.
But
Imagine Suresh, यहाँ से we have a discussion on reality and what reality means for each person. Like everyone's reality is real to them.
Engir kama, Miss Anjuna here has not yet come.
Scared me there. Cyril, what is Cyril's excuse? झगड़ा चुना ज़्यादा चुना लगा मत. Very funny. Anjana Ayarji, she's there already. This is to come on. Yo, I'll unmute. Akash Agarwal says, guys, be considerate. Mono Tej says, old monk. Those two comments sort of like sum it all up.
They are a party.
At least someone's enjoying themselves.
There's a massive party happening somewhere.
Somebody's playing the drums right next to Anjana ji. She's remuted
Okay, I think
herself.
she's not coming. She's not coming. So,
Anjana ji, आप party करो, no problem. खत्म करके आ जाना. Anjana, are you there? Clearly, she's not there.
Hello.
Imagine now Anjana comes saying, hello, Suresh, Hoezaay.
Yes, we can hear you.
We can hear you. Hi, Huku, hi.
Hi. Sorry, I took so long to join it because I'm outside.
क्या बात कर रहे हैं आप?
Yeah. Hi.
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 Hello. Welcome. Wait.
Can you hear us properly?
We can hear you.
Big
Can you
fans,
hear
by the
us?
way, Hoezaay and
Thank
Mr.
you.
Suresh.
Yeah, big fan. Didn't expect to get
Yeah, I
in
just
touch.
joined in and I'm like completely unprepared, but
No problem,
So-
madam. आप सुनाइए story.
yeah. Can you just give us 1 minute? Sorry.
ठीक है. Happy hours.
नहीं वो लोग पार्टी पे नहीं है.
They're on a
think
spaceship.
oh they know I know this place. The sound of
You
sea.
do? Do you know it?
The ceiling में याद करने दे.
याद करने दे. You remember places by their ceiling, Suresh? That's a little strange. Are you usually lying down in these restaurants? बाप रे.
Then normally I'm
full on.
cleaning them up. I
Now
work in
when they reach
housekeeping.
home, she says, हाँ मैं पहुंच गया घर पे. अभी मैं बताती हूँ आपको story. She keeps muting. We want to hear everything. Anjana ji.
अरे
I see. I'm giving you the feeling that you're blinking. Here you go, guys. Blink. Blink. Blinking, but you have really thin eyelids. All right, Anjana. ज़्यादा हो गया. I mean, ये. अरे.
We're so sorry we made you guys wait so long.
No problem.
I didn't
वैसे
hear
भी हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं? We can hear you. We can
hear you.
कर दो शुरू.
Okay.
Yeah. So this story is about our grandmother. She actually told us this when she was alive. She passed away like 2 to 3 years back. So
Sorry to hear that.
she got this dream uh, about. So at this point of time, her husband had already passed away. Our grandfather basically, and also his elder brother. They were both not, not in this world. So at night she was sleeping and she got this dream, very vivid, that she's doing something in the house. She's just going about her work, and she suddenly, our grandfather and his brother, they drop into the house in a car, like they're waiting in the car outside the house, and they're like, come quickly, we have to get there and we're getting late and stuff like that. So she's like, oh yeah, I'm just getting done, and this happens for like a few minutes. um like, and she wants to like go out, but something is stopping her, like something is not allowing her to get done and go out and meet her husband basically. And then in between this, suddenly her sister-in-law, uh, like um, like one of her like her sister-in-law who was younger than her, she suddenly comes out to the living room, and she's like, oh, I will get into the car. And then she goes and meets, she gets into the car basically, and they just leave without my grandmom. And this happens, and my grandmom didn't think about anything after. She's like, okay, a weird dream. And she saw her husband in the dream basically. She just left it at that. 1 week after this, there is the news that the sister-in-law who got into the car basically, she gets diagnosed with like terminal cancer, and she like very quickly after that, within a few months, the sister-in-law passes away. So like looking back, this dream was like, her husband, who was, her late husband, and his brother were like trying to call her, like my grandmom, saying, come with us to the other world. And then something was stopping her. Like if she had gotten into the car, like probably, she might have, we don't know. We don't know basically.
And just another point about the dream, another really weird thing about the dream is that the reason she was first of all dreaming about her husband and his brother at that point is because my grandfather's Shraddh was coming up. You know the Shraddh where yearly they kind of do the symbolic feeding for the departed soul and everything. And she was doing all the preparation for that and everything. And that's the reason they were on her mind and she got this dream. So basically, my grandfather and his brother, they had dropped in for lunch. That's what they told her in her dream. And only my grandfather was ready to sit down and eat, but not his elder brother. He was like, I've already eaten. I'm not hungry right now. Feed him. He's hungry. So give him lunch. And my grandmother later on, like after the dream, she put two and two together. And she realized that that's kind of because his elder brother's Shraddh was already over. His Shraddh was maybe 2 months prior to that. And because of that, he was already full and he wasn't hungry. So that's another symbolism in the dream that she kind of noticed.
So those,
Yeah, a
wow.
little
So you're saying
spooky.
this,
And she's
like
had
through
many
the
such like
dreams,
very
she got all
strong.
this communication basically.
Yeah.
Ooh, मैं तो डर गई. All right, guys, thank you for sharing that with us. Where are you all
Can I?
partying, by
Yeah,
the way?
thank you, Jose, for hosting me. This is
No
so
problem.
unexpected, and we were totally unprepared. So sorry for that.
अरे, we also come
You're a
unprepared.
sisters.
किधर चल रहा है party?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to join with another story. We have many actually.
Second
We are
time
like
rejected.
very like horror buffs, ghost story buffs. So
Wow.
we have a lot
सुरेश
of
आप ही
really
पूछ लो कि party
Oh,
किधर चल
and
रहा है.
और party किधर चल रहा है?
party. nahi, actually, we are in Bangalore in UP city. So it's music all around.
मस्त माहौल.
Oh,
Really
wow.
nice. Very nice
Mahal.
Here
माहौल.
celebrating my husband's birthday, and we did not expect that we would admit it the first time we had tried. So sorry, it's so chaotic.
Happy
Yeah,
birthday
I was
to
like
him.
looking for the
Happy,
dates and
happy
everything.
birthday to him.
And
You all
we're
have
like,
left him
okay,
and
it's
come here to
there.
tell us stories. All right.
Wow.
Take
Happy
care,
birthday
guys.
to him.
He's like, go. He got more excited, and then he's like,
Okay, have a good one, guys. Thank you. Bye,
yeah,
bye.
thank you.
Bye,
Thank you
bye,
so much.
bye,
Bye.
bye,
Bye. Bye to the three guys sitting in the back also wondering कि क्या चल रहा है उधर. Wow, Suresh.
Wow, man.
How many stories they got told in the dreams? That was really crazy.
Yeah, but see that some people are blessed; they get the direction. But God knows what all these things are. It must be coming from us only.
My
No?
mom has
With
says
the
the same
answers.
thing कि oh ये सब they come in the dreams and they tell you कि ऐसा ऐसा, or if somebody is about to then उधर वो
Yeah.
ड्रीम में आके बताते
But
हैं.
you know, I just this is to all the ghosts out there, you know, seeking to family members के साथ से बात करें. ऐसा कुछ रहेगा तो जाके लॉटरी का
Can I?
नंबर दे दो.
I thought you were
है
going to
ना?
say, can you all be a little clear about things and just
नहीं
be
नहीं,
like,
अरे
hi,
do
I want to
useful
tell you
things.
कि ऐसा ऐसा होने वाला है. Please, why does it be cryptic?
Hey,
You
imagine I have a pet ghost and this pet, you know, either
you have a
winning
pet
numbers or
ghost.
it.
Which
Yeah, what fun, global. है ना? And the
pet
only work
ghost
I
is
do
so
is I'm
bizarre.
just doing the ghost streams. That's it.
Anyway, oh my god. Oh no, Suresh, it's happening. It's happening again. I'm so sorry. But अब काफी scroll करना पड़ा. Thank you. Mohammed has sent us a message. Thank you so much, buddy. Also, we've got some more over here. मैं थोड़ा पढ़ के आई. सुरेश जी सब ठीक ठाक कैसे चल रहा है? Has anybody rejected Jose's questions when he says party किधर चल रहा है? That happens to him a lot. He says किधर चल रहा है party? Nobody replies to him. Anyway,
मुझे तो बता दिया उन्होंने, पता नहीं कैसे.
Okay, well, काफी लंबा story है. Sumit says great job with these streams all the way from Manipur. I feel Suresh sir has quite a few such stories that has been underutilized in this platform. Suresh sir platform पे है. Would request Suresh sir to share one such story. Suresh sir, please ready रखना अपना platform वाला story. Jose, Suresh sir, Miss Sheikh says, Suresh sir कैसे हैं आप? खाने में क्या खाया आप लोगों ने? मैं अभी तक खाया नहीं. मैं बाद में खाएगा. सुरेश आपने खाया है?
मैंने खाया एक सैंडविच खा, भी थोड़ा सा पॉपकॉर्न खाऊंगा और स्ट्रीम के बाद में सोने चला जाऊंगा.
Very nice. Tayyaba Chowdhury says, caught one more live stream of ghost stories. Love this homely feeling, meeting of friends. Like, bless you, Suresh. कितना अजीब टाइम पे पाद मारते हैं आप. जयदेव says 1950s वाला एनिमल घोस्ट स्टोरी बोलना है. ठीक है, आपको बुलाएंगे. नो प्रॉब्लम. कीप गोइंग. ओके, फिल्टर रिमूव. ये मेरा सच चेहरा. ओके, नेक्स्ट पर्सन कमिंग इन हॉट, कमिंग इन हॉट. पी मी म्यू, पी मी म्यू. Arey Ryan. This is Ryan, everybody. Ryan is connecting to audio. बाप रे, किसी फैमिली मेंबर को गाली दे रहे हो तो. बाप रे, काफी स्ट्रेस्ड आउट लग रहे हैं. Ryan, welcome in. I guess not. आ गया. Hi Huku, hi Ryan. How are you?
I'm great. How are you guys?
चल रहा है. मतलब cannot
just-
complain.
I need to calm down a little bit.
Breathe,
Yeah, yeah.
breathe. सांस लो,
Breathe,
सांस
breathe.
लो.
सांस लो.
Been here
एकदम.
for since the fourth stream. और मैं
Fourth.
अब आया हूँ,
My
finally.
gosh, some people keep coming 2-3 times in one stream only.
Yeah,
Satyanas.
I'll just quickly start with the story.
Go for it.
So,
Take your time.
instead of the
Aram se.
story that-
Don't stress. Don't stress.
Okay.
Both.
Instead of the story that I have myself, I'll tell you another story which got told to me recently. So I'm based in Himachal, right? And this story is about 4 guys going out. There's a trek here called Churdhar. It's really difficult terrain. People go there to trek. So 4 of my friends. Now these people are they grew up here, right? So they are super. जैसे कहते हैं ना दिलेर, you know, like crazy, going up on mountain treks in the middle of the night.
No.
And so मेरे friend का birthday था, and these guys went on a trek to Churdhar in the middle of the night to drink and party and just do whatever they felt like. Now it's the middle of the night, it's beyond midnight, and they are coming back from the mountain जहाँ उन्होंने car अपनी park करी हुई है, right? So when my friend started, he gave each and every person a lighter, like कि सब अपना अपना lighter अपने अपने पास रखेंगे for cigarettes and stuff, right? And when these guys were coming, down, they found a clearing and they stopped for a while. All right, this is beyond midnight. Now this is in the middle of nowhere, right? It's in the Shimla district, but it's like a jungle everywhere, right? There's no sign of it.
Yeah.
So they just sit down, they're just talking, and 3 guys, just normal looking guys, are going up towards the mountain, like up somewhere, right, on the trek.
Okay.
And they stop and they ask these guys कि ऊपर जाने का रास्ता भाई किधर है? And they said idhar hi hai, upar chale jao, right? They start walking And all of these guys, my friends, they don't have lighters on them. सबके पास अलग-अलग lighter था, but सबका lighter जो है गायब हो गया, right? And so they turn around. This person who talked to them turns around to ask for a lighter, and these three guys are gone. It's a clearing, and they are sitting in a clearing. और वो बंदे एकदम से गायब हो गए. You cannot see their silhouette. आप उनको देख ही नहीं सकते. They just disappeared, right? Now it was odd, but for guys here, it's completely normal to hear voices and see people. It's just completely fine. We're very much in touch with the supernatural and things like that. So they just didn't think a lot about it, and they start moving, right? थोड़ा सा और नीचे आते हैं ये लोग. Then they sit, घना जंगल है और वो उसी में बैठ जाते हैं, like for another 15-minute break. Now 4 guys are there. There's one guy that these my friend doesn't know really, but he's the youngest. He's like 19-20 years old. They're all sitting, and थोड़ा सा जो atmosphere है वो weird होने लगा, right? Because it's the middle of the night, and it's just these guys are just freaking out a little bit, a tiny bit, of course. They're in the middle of nowhere, right? So suddenly the youngest guy who's sitting down asks my friend, Bhaiya, and he looks over towards his left, ये दीदी इतनी बड़ी क्यों है? What does she मतलब मुझसे क्या चाहती है? दीदी इतनी बड़ी क्यों है? And that's the point where things started to go downhill for all of them. Now these guys are shit scared, and this young guy, he starts misbehaving with the other guys. Like in a while, he starts talking shit to them, right? सबसे छोटा है और यहाँ पे culture नहीं है ऐसा that you say weird things to people, right? I mean, you disrespect them, and he was disrespecting these older guys and stuff. Nothing really happened beyond that. That was the major crux of the whole story. They just went down the mountain, and that guy kept acting weird, but just the thing, ye didi itni badi kyun hai, really freaked me out when I heard this story for the first time. If you guys have time, I have one quick story that I experienced.
Oh, beep, beep, boop, boop,
Okay.
boop, beep, 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 beep.
It's all right, sir. It's all right. Thank you for
It's
bringing
quite
me.
creepy.
Very interesting.
Thank
So
you.
basically, the kid was behaving freaky.
I think so. It was just the kid. I would like to believe that, but जैसी चीजें यहाँ पर होती है ना, I mean, the animals you hear and everything is just that is much more scary than having something like a ghost happen to you, you know?
Yeah,
That's
that's true.
guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you, Ryan.
Have a good
Bye-bye.
one.
Take care.
Cheers, cheers.
लेकिन
सबका
you know what I
lighter
was thinking,
गायब.
you know what I was thinking, some locals they must have decided कि हम लोग इधर खड़े रहते हैं and tourists will come ऐसे रात को घूम घूम के टहल के, तो हम लोग उनसे वैसे बात करेंगे, and once they start moving away, we'll open the trap door and we'll go inside and we'll shut it quickly, and when they look back there's no one. So what if they're doing that prank?
Then they send the smallest guy out to say mean things to other guys.
They or else it could be a fact
That's
that these
crazy.
the other 3 guys are actually bullying the smaller guy.
Yeah.
I still know yawn. And so then he becomes
Naresh.
really confident कि अभी इतना तो चल के इनके अभी इनकी बैंड बजाते हैं. And they say, why are you acting weird?
Yeah, I just want you guys earlier, Ryan. I don't know if you said, was it the same Ryan in the chat who was saying, "Arey, people who want to tell their stories, they don't get a chance." And all.
Oh,
Lighter
okay,
वाला story बता दिया भाई.
Riya Gupta ji लिखे message कि it's 3 a.m. wherever she is, and if she could quickly come in and tell her story.
Is it Riya Gupta, Suresh?
Yes,
This next
sir.
story on Suresh, everyone. Please don't forget to hit like
That's
and
so sad.
subscribe. वो सब कर देना, like, subscribe, leave a blood sample, connect your Aadhaar, totally up to you. Let's go. So from Suresh Menon, everyone, Suresh Menon ka jigri dost. I'm just messing with it. It's Ria. Is that the same Ria? She'll be like, हाँ, now सब लोग सुरेश को मैसेज करेंगे LinkedIn पे. Don't worry,
LinkedIn
हो
में तो
जाएगा.
chat में message आ रहा था रिया ने.
Hi Ria, can you hear us? Can you hear us? कौन चिल्ला रहा है? How many people yawned when Suresh yawned? Did he transfer the yawn? सबका yawn संबंध. अरे, where did your popcorn come from, Suresh? Amazing. क्या planning है, sir? Suddenly, कुछ. अरे, unmute. There we go.
Okay, Riya's got a unmute.
Yeah,
Can
yeah.
hear you?
Yes.
Hi,
Yes.
Ria. Are you the same Ria who sent Suresh a message?
Yes.
अरे क्या
No.
connection है
No,
आपका?
she didn't send me a message. She put it
No,
on the
no, no.
chat.
It
Link से?
wasn't. No,
No,
no. It was
she.
some other Rita.
Oh, it was
ठीक है.
somebody. You didn't put a message on the chat.
The poor other Riaz must be ते
I
सुरेश को
did
गाली
put
दे
a
रही है अभी.
message on the chat and I did get trolled really bad, I think a couple of months ago.
Oh no.
And then I think everybody tried to join the chat by saying, I'm Ria, 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 and something like that happened. So I think आज बहुत time के बाद again, so I'm based out of Sydney, as I was saying.
And
So
it's 3 a.m.,
from
right?
yes, that's
Ah,
correct.
Same,
Right.
same,
And
हाँ.
but I just wanted to quickly say that I love your stream, and
Thank you.
जब मैं सुबह walk पे जाती हूँ, a lot of people like to listen to music and everything, but I download your episodes and it just gives me so much of happiness, even if they are
Clearly,
ghost
you're
stories.
insane.
There's
Yeah.
always a funny element in it. Um, so I won't take much time because I know a lot of people are waiting.
Go for it.
मेरी बहुत छोटी सी story है. So when I was in India, my dad was in a transferable job. So we used to, he used to get posted, at different stations. तो वो अजमेर में posted थे. And अजमेर में जो हमारा घर था, वहां से railway station बहुत दूर था. लेकिन somehow, I don't know what happened. I just started waking up every night exactly at 3 a.m. and I would hear a train ka siren, and which was very odd, like for some time I would be like, maybe hoga, lekin then I realized ki yahan se station bahut dur hai. So I told my mom, and then like it was just odd that every night exactly 3 a.m. I would get up, and then like we would just see a little bit of totka type things here and there. So my mom and she got in touch with this pandit, and he came home and उन्होंने कुछ पूजा वूजा करी, and then he just said that go to the extreme end of your room and आपकी जो वहां पे एक wardrobe है उसके अंदर देखिए क्या है. So we went there, and बिल्कुल उस अलमारी के नीचे there was a नींबू मिर्ची which came out, and which was pretty weird कि क्या था. So it's not really ghost, but it was I think one of my freakiest things that happened to me कि रात में exactly खाली 3 बजे क्यों नींद खुलती थी, and वहां पे क्या नींबू मिर्ची निकला, like in the bottom of the shelf. And
उसको
उन
कैसे पता
पंडित
था?
को no idea. I don't know what happened. So that's something that's a mystery. So not ghost, but yeah, maybe just like totka thing. So yeah, but that's all I had to share.
I've been reading कि nimbus have become expensive. I hope you kept it. Just kidding.
Nimbus are very expensive here. Nimbus are bloody $10 a kilo. So yes.
$10 का नींबू.
Eh,
भाई
बाप
साहब नहीं
रे,
चाहिए, आप रख लो. आधा आधा नींबू मिल सकता है.
मतलब 500 रुपये किलो.
$10.
So yes. But
Anyway.
thank you so much for giving me the opportunity, and it was so nice to
Awesome.
converse with both of you, Suresh sir and Hoezaay, both of you.
Thank
I
you.
follow your Instagram, and you both are just so funny, and so is Zoe. I think Zoe overpowers you, Hoezaay.
He's hopeless. Zoe का Chloe पूरा Zoe.
ज़्यादा पानी पी
Chloe.
मत.
Anyway, thank you,
He
thank
means
you, Ria.
Chloe.
Have a good one.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, Ria.
Good night. Bye. Thanks.
ज़्यादा
Bye.
नींबू पानी पीन मत. Wow.
तो एक theory है, like I saw this small little news article on Aaj Tak, one of those channels,
When
and where they
life
put
gives
कि
you lemons.
क्या आप मरने के बाद आपके साथ क्या होता है, आपको
हाँ?
पता है, कुछ ये सुनिए कहानी and all, they were doing that. So उसमें there was
Really?
guy
On the
saying,
news?
yeah. So that not in the prime time news का this thing, but there was this guy was narrating an experience where he slept and he was not well, or he was in the hospital, and he felt that he had to board a train. एंड ट्रेन के अंदर घुसने की कोशिश कर रहा था वो, लेकिन वो आदमी लोग उधर पे अलाउ नहीं कर रहा था. सो अल्टीमेटली ही डिडंट बोर्ड द ट्रेन, एंड आफ्टर फ्यू डेज ही गॉट बेटर. तो द एक्सपीरियंस दैट एक डेथ ट्रेन होता है, उसके अंदर सब सोल्स आर टेकन ऐसा.
Wow, amazing. Like हम लोग सीधा हेल से बात कर रहे हैं, हमारे पास सेटन है यहाँ पे. सेटन आपको कैसे लगा? निकलो यहाँ से.
सेटन गधे पे बिठा के लेके जा रहा है सबको.
Freaky stuff. My God. So next time, if you are waking up at 3 a.m., specifically 3 a.m., go check your almari and see अगर किसने नींबू रखा है वहाँ पे. Basically, moral of that story. All right, let's keep going. ज़्यादा नींबू पानी पीन मत. Popcorn खान मत. Next, कौन सुरेश? Who's next?
नेक्स्ट
Who? Tell me.
I'll give you a better story. Somebody messaged me saying that ये story सुन लो, the grand 100% Minu Crasto is trying to get in the stream again. Minu, you have been there 6 times.
ठीक है चल आज के लिए सुरेश वी आर नियरिंग द 50th एपिसोड कोई भी आ जाओ आई एम रीनेमिंग माय
Arun
कल
Kumar. Arun Kumar Nama.
नहीं नहीं अरुण को मत मारो अच्छा
Ghost
आदमी है
Ghost Manners. That's his doom name.
घोस्ट मैनर्स नहीं है उधर कोई people are lying
Chalo.
to you Suresh just to get you to check stuff up ठीक है I was saying I'm going to name my current child
Horror
Zoe
doll. Horror doll.
okay horror doll चलो ठीक है horror doll 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 चावल let's see what happens
Papi Gudiya Suri.
Papi Gudiya. How will the doll, you know, do pop?
पता चला पूरी फिल्म की स्टोरी बता रहा है.
Somebody was saying, sorry, that person was saying ना आपका वो ये प्लेटफॉर्म पे यूज नहीं हुआ है आपके पास है अपना खुद का स्टोरी है आप बता सकते हैं सर
नहीं नहीं मेरे पास कोई कहानी नहीं.
अगर अगर है भी तो आप भूल चुके होंगे
भूलना चाहेंगे.
Gosh, we have a lot of this. We have 10, 10, 22, 22 if you're going by the 24-hour clock. And next is 11, 11. Great, that's great. That's actually great for the chat because we get chat spikes. So 10, 10, 22, 22. Yeah, Horror
Nice.
Doll, 22, 22. Come in 22, 22. 10, 4. Alpha, Beta, Tango. 22, 22. No, I'm not having another child. I repeat, I'm going to name this child only Zoe so that the whole thing becomes like part of the multiverse of sadness. I posted that picture of myself bald and clean shaven and somebody replied saying the multiverse of Jose's multiverse of sadness.
No, you're still not audible, Palash. You can go on trying. We are here.
Horror Doll, we're here, don't worry. हम लोग आपस में बात करते रहेंगे तब तक. आप टेंशन मत लो. और गर्मी बहुत है, so I'm totally with him with the whole banyan scene and all. Suresh, next stream, सब तीनों के both of us in banyan. And hey, let's try to sell it to Rupa Frontline.
Oh yeah.
Then next stream after that, lingerie brand. Both of us wearing
We are okay with
lingerie.
it. I'm okay. पैसा देगा करना चाहिए.
Bro, in this economy, I'm okay with it. मैं
Okay,
चड्डी पर
Palash,
सिर पे-
your time is up.
Oh,
बेचारा.
hey, hi. Can
हाँ.
you hear me?
See how it works.
You scared his
know, I don't-
computer, Suresh.
There was some issue with my mic, I guess. That's why I was not
Anyway,
able to
you're
connect.
in, buddy. Good to have you on. कैसा
Yeah,
है?
hi guys. Big fan.
Big
both of
fan.
you.
You need to put it
Yeah,
on. Come garmi
yeah,
lage
yeah. Okay, so I'll start with my story.
Yes, sir.
So this is somewhere in Pune. I had read about this story in some news article. So it goes something like this: that there was a guy. It's about like late 80s. Okay. So this guy comes in, and just a minute. Sorry, someone was at the door, so I just
देख
asked
नया
him.
अंदर मत आना.
Yeah, it's like so this guy comes, I mean, he visits to this city like Pune for the first time in the 80s, in search of job. And you know the setup, it's like chawls, right? So he comes to this chawl and he gets a little apartment for himself in the chawl. And while he's entering, he sees that there is a small doll at his doorstep. So he thinks that it might be of some kid in the chawl. So he takes it and he goes inside his house. And apparently, once it's like night time, like 6, 7 or something, like that's the time. And what happens is, there is no electricity at that time in the chawl. And he's at his place setting up the things, and a lady comes and she's like, hey, hi, are you new? I just saw that my kid was playing in this vicinity, and I was wondering if he's in your apartment because I can see the doll you have. So he's like, no, I don't know, I just found it at my doorstep. So she's like, it's like getting dark, and there is no electricity. And remember, it's like it is, so there is nothing in that area as well, right? So she's like, will you help me look out for my boy? So he's like, okay, fine. So he just goes with her, and they are walking and looking by in the nearby play areas, and they can't find the kid, right? So she's like, okay, there is a smashan, okay, graveyard
Shamshan,
close by. Yeah. And the kids sometimes tend to go in and play in that area. So maybe they may be there. So let's go and
Kids.
check out, right? So he's like, okay, fine, I'll come with you. So he tags along with her, and they go looking out for the kid, right? And apparently, what happens is, while moving around, that lady takes him to a particular grave, and she's like, okay, stop here. Uh, Here is my kid. Will you help dig him out? He's like, what? Are you insane? So
Mm.
she's like, no, 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 my kid is here. He's like, how is it possible? She's like, see, you can you see the grave besides this? It's dug out, right? So I came from there. So my kid may also come out from here. So he just panics and he's like, he thinks like maybe she's a mad woman or something. But then suddenly she starts laughing like a maniac and he gets scared and he starts to run. He's running and running, but he's so like scared that he's not able to run and he panics and he falls down on the ground and he just goes out. He just goes out and sorry, someone will let me do it.
No
So he
problem.
just faints, he just faints, and then it's the day breaks out and the undertaker of the graveyard comes and he's like, hey man, what are you doing here? So he's like, I don't know, something happened and I ended up here. So he's like, okay, go. So he gets back to his room in the chawl and he speaks with the neighbor. So neighbor is like, okay, there was a lady who stayed here and she apparently committed a suicide after she lost her kid, right? So he was scared, but he was like, okay, I don't have any other option, so I'll have to uh, let's stay here for a couple of days or at least some until he finds a new place. But then apparently, what happens is next night, it's again pitch dark, nothing like no electricity, and then
No volume, no volume.
oh, I
Uh-huh.
hope, yeah, sorry.
Maybe बढ़ाए
So
इधर से थोड़ा हाँ.
Hmm.
yeah, so as I was saying, the next day there is no electricity and they're all, I mean, that guy is alone in his room and suddenly at around 10, 12, I mean, in between that time zone, he hears a knock on his door and then he peeps out of his door and sees this, there is nobody outside. He just goes back and again, after some time, he again hears a knock. Then he opens the door and he can see the doll, the same doll which he had uh, found when he entered the house at his doorstep, and he freaks out and he runs away. That's the story.
Oh, मैं तो डर गई. Yeah.
Yo.
Oh my god, this was full
So
on
this is,
old school, proper like art level story, bro.
but it was,
Zoom
he
Yeah.
said
horror
it,
show.
he read it, so it's not
Yeah,
happening.
I read it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Must. I love Reddit, great site. But anyway, bro, superb, yaar. Solid story. Kadak.
Plus, I
Thank
Old
you.
mean,
school.
are you in
वो
a college
flavor आ
right
गया.
now?
Yeah.
Are
Sorry,
you in a
no,
college right now?
no, I'm not in a college.
Okay, some
Yeah.
Do you have
just
kids?
checking.
Matter.
Just
No, no.
checking. Yeah, checking all the all the
All
angles.
the peripherals.
Anyway,
Yeah.
sir, amazing
Are you a
story.
professor?
Stop
No.
declaring.
Do I look like a professor? I'm an engineer, man. I build robots. I hope that makes
There
sense.
you
Oh,
go. I was
बड़े
not
cool.
too far off.
So if a lady
Yeah.
comes to you and say, "मैम आप ये robot लेके जाइए, ये आपको help करेगा."
Yeah. Totally.
Freaky story. Anyway, thank you, buddy. Thanks for sharing that with us. मजा आ गया.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for
Thanks.
letting
Thank
me
you.
know.
Yeah. Oof.
अच्छा था.
Solid, superb story. I was imagining the story all the way through, man. Wow. And I like that all the like how they say the does it make sense? You check all the angles, right? So this person is looking for their kid. Would you say no if a lady said, "Hey, can you please help me?" And then you reach then she says, "Can we just check in the graveyard?" Do you say, "नहीं नहीं मैं घर जा रहा हूँ," or do you say, "अरे man, it's a kid. I should help and all," right?
Hmm.
You would go, right, Suresh?
I would definitely go. A
Yeah.
lady knocking on my door in the middle of the night saying there are बच्चे को ढूंढना. I would definitely go.
Yeah, but what is really creepy was that
Uh,
whole this is the same doll.
uh,
Oh my god. Oh my god. I would have left the moment she said, "That's my." You see this
Shittit
grave?
Swami. That's not a way to talk about your sister.
Arey, what happened, Suresh? Relax.
Oh, oh, that's
Arey,
sibling fight. That's okay, Shittit. But
don't
ऐसे मत
don't
बोल यार.
don't fight. I learned something from Baba Saigal from that whole Fridays with Alexa thing I'm doing. He's very positive guy.
Yeah, he is.
He's like, I thought I was a positive person. He's even more positive than me. Positively positive. So he's like negativity ko ignore karo. I can't come up with a rhyme to that, but he was just like, so let it be, Suresh. It's okay. प्यार दो. जो लोग नेगेटिविटी फैला रहे हैं
अगर
उनको
प्यार
प्यार
नहीं हुआ तो प्याज दो.
दो. You seem to be a fan of Baba Sehgal also. All right. So let's keep going. That was marvelous. Maza aa gaya. It was a fun story. Someone should recreate that story. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
In a
I
small
know it's
comic
very
book.
interesting. Yeah,
Maza aa gaya. Maza aa gaya. Anyway, let's keep going. Thank you everybody who's here hanging with us, keeping the chat going. Our
hello
next
Divya.
chat explosion is at 11:11. Everybody be prepared. थोड़ा time है उसके लिए. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Leave a comment after the end. वो सब unlike करके re-like वगैरह. All those things कर देना. Blood sample is not necessary, but आप कर सकते. Suresh, who's next? Who should we bring on next?
Oh, you're asking me? Cool.
yeah, सब तेरे ऊपर आज.
ठीक है, मार दे.
Who, Suresh, tell me who would you like to bring on to the stream? Too late, sir.
Ran Khurshid.
I've already clicked the button, so too late. Next, we'll bring Ran
Ran
Khurshid
Khurshid
on
from
next.
Kashmir wanted to get in touch. But
After
anyway, so
Supriya,
you
first
ignored anyway.
Yeah, I didn't ignore. I pressed the button beforehand.
No, mine, you ignored me.
No,
Not
sir.
Khurshid.
आप
Khurshid,
ज़्यादा time
Hoezaay never ignored.
ज़्यादा time लेन मत.
मेरी गलती, माफ कर देना.
Influence.
सुप्रिया जोशी जी.
ठीक है, we'll wait for Supriya ji. तब तक yes, please Discord server में आ जाओ. Usually after the ghost story stream, they go on till like very early in the morning. सब पागल लोग इधर. अरे lovely, उसका chance, Mr. Khurshid, we're bringing you on because somebody else couldn't make it. Wow, I was not paying attention that side.
Is it Rayan only? जिससे बात करे थे हम लोग.
No, just now I called Supriya ji, but उनका line cut गया unfortunately. Beep beep boop boop beep 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 beep.
Rayan Khurshid.
Ding chickading ding ding chickading ding ding chickading ding 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 chickading. Arey, but any. Oh no. That was a really good story. I like the previous one. Maza aa gaya. Ryan, we're going to wait for your audio to connect. Yeah.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yo,
Oh, loud and clear,
can
bro.
you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Welcome to the stream, brother.
Thank you.
Kidhar se kidhar?
Wow. Oh, I'm in Vancouver right now.
Vancouver, like Ghat Kopar, Vancouver.
Oh
Anyway,
yeah, man.
That's a really stupid joke, but let's continue. Go from there, buddy. Give us your ghost story. Ghosties.
So, just a backstory. This is my grandfather's story, and he belonged to. We come from Kashmir, so every summer, I mean, he migrated to Bombay, but every summer he used to go for vacations to Kashmir. And just a bit of a backstory of my grandfather. He had this hobby of taking injured birds in as pets. So back home, we still have a lot of birds as pets. So in Kashmir, when he went for the vacation, our house in Kashmir is very close to the mosque. And in Islam, there is a thing about jinns, and they say they are made of fire. So I haven't seen one, so don't know. So apparently, he was in the morning before the Fajr namaz, which is usually when people go into the mosque. He thought about climbing up a tree and checking on a bird's nest. And it's a very short story. So he climbed up the tree, and this is really early in the morning, and it's a small village in Kashmir, so everybody knows each other. The entire town knows everyone, and pretty much the entire locality is familiar with the surroundings. So when he climbed up the tree was pretty high, so he could see the mosque and the people who usually pray down in the mosque. So, and at that time there's nobody in the mosque. It's around 3:30 in the morning. So he was checking on a koala bird's nest, and he was checking on the eggs every day. So while he was checking, he saw a man praying in the mosque, and he was just like looking at him. And as soon as he did a sajda and he got up, the man looked at my grandfather, and as soon as he opened his eyes were spiked red, just red, fire burning out of his eyes. And back in the day, there were no contact lenses, so that's not possible. And there's no explanation. So my grandfather saw him, and he just like calmly, he just like walked down, he just like climbed back down, and he went home. And for the next couple of days, like he got a high fever, just got like really, really high fever. And they called the Maulvi in, and apparently there was no other man, like there was no man in that locality who was supposed to be there, because the masjid is generally locked at that time. So a man can't go up that time to like read a namaz. So they say it was a jinn because his eyes were red, and that's what they say. But yeah, so that's the short story.
Unnerving. Basically, 3 baje, don't check on the birds. You could end up.
Oh
seeing
yeah,
a
it's
jinn.
especially in a small town like Kashmir, like, you know, it's cold, it's chilling, you know, like the atmosphere is there. And back in the day, no, I mean, he says like when he saw him, his eyes was completely red, like you could see fire coming out of his eyes,
And no Snapchat filters also those days.
nothing.
Yeah.
So anyway,
The much more honest world those days.
freaky story.
much more like secluded world. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
better.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for
Thank
sharing
you so
that
much for letting me.
unnerving
Thank
story
you.
with us. Have a good one, man. Take care. तो जागी क्या कर रहा है सुरेश?
मैं
Putting
इधर ही
some
हूँ रे.
extra pieces in your mouth quietly.
No, just licking my fingers. I didn't want to do it on camera.
Nice. Now we all imagined you doing that. Who should we bring on next, sir?
Oh, damn it. Now I have to keep a list ready. Guys, keep on sending a request to Lord Menon on Instagram.
Become a radio host suddenly.
कॉल करते रहिए हमें और हम आपको ऑनर लेंगे आपकी भूतों कहानी बताने के लिए हमारे साथ शेयर करने के लिए आप बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया.
In
आप
honor
इतने
of us coming towards the 50th episode, where I'm resetting this thing.
सुयांग मीनू क्रैश तो
See, आपने बोल दिया और ये देखो सुरेश. Both hands in the air like
I have a
that.
childhood experience to share.
Meenu ji. Meenu tells very scary stories. बच के रहना बंद.
आपको ऑनर लेंगे आपकी भूतों कहानी बताने के लिए हमारे साथ शेयर करने के लिए आप बहुत बहुत
It sounds
शुक्रिया.
like all India radio now.
Yeah.
You listen to it back like that.
That was the idea. I know.
नहीं है रे सुरेश का नहीं है story वैसे ही. Ready Meenu?
Hi.
Yeah, hi. You're
Hi, Huku, hi.
cut off the live streaming.
Gosh.
She's listening to us and then she's going to talk.
Sorry, my son is being a nuisance right now.
Oh, he wasn't. You're being more naughtier than him.
You have to turn the stream off. Meenu, go for it.
Yeah.
Take it
I
away.
just switched it off. Can you hear me now clearly?
Very clearly also. You were just not talking before.
I kept telling him actually to switch out close the door. Anyway, this is my personal experience. Okay? So I think I was in my class 1, maybe 1 or 2, 1992, 91 this is. So what has happened is we were staying in my grandmom's place, and this was an ancestral house in Bangalore. It was like a very old house. It's like 4-5 generations are already lived before we were there. It was only my grandmom and 2 of my uncles who stayed together. It was a very big house. For like only 3 people, there were like about 10 rooms in that house. So I don't know how do I tell you the layout actually. Okay, I'll just tell you it's simple. Just where we used to sleep, opposite was the kitchen, and it had a very big door, and it was that olden days teak wood wala door, like thick doors, right? So you cannot physically push, like small kids and things like that cannot push the door. It has to be like literally pushed further
by an adult
and things like that. So what has happened now? I'm like fast asleep. My sister's towards the end of the bed, towards the wall. I'm in the middle, and my grandmom is sleeping at the end of the bed. And I don't know what time it is. And suddenly I hear this piles, the anklets, the sound, the sound of that. Yes, correct. Thank you, Suresh, sir.
Yeah,
So,
effective. Wow, sir.
I know. Then this sound I hear. I think, okay, maybe it must be something outside the road because the window was right next to the bed. So then the sound keeps coming closer and closer and closer. It gets a little loud. Okay, every step it takes, it's very loud. When it comes to the kitchen door, from the kitchen to the bedroom, there is a distance, like maybe about 10 feet, you can say, to the bed rather. So the door opens, I can hear the door sound, like, the creak, because it's a very old house and very old door. So you can hear the creak very easily.
Sir, karenge creaking, sir.
Then once the sound comes, then the sound of that pile keeps coming closer. And I'm like, shit scared, sorry for the language, but I'm like so scared. And I'm like tightly closing my eyes. Like there's not even like slightest of gap. I know that there's something there, okay, because we've lived in a time where there was nobody used to be there in the house except for my grandmom during the afternoon and things like that. So I've had feelings, but my sister also has had the feelings, but she's never used to give it heed because she used to think that if I give too much attention to this particular thing, I'll get too scared and things like that. So I was closing my eyes, clenching my fist, and I'm like sleeping. This noise stops to the bed, to the corner of the bed, it stops, and then it starts tickling me. Okay, it like really starts tickling me. And I am just like, not opening my eyes. I'm literally holding like this, and I'm like clenching myself and like not moving at all. It gets to an extent where it's only tickles, okay? And I scream and I start shouting. I'm a Tamilian, born, brought up in Bangalore, but Tamilian. So I start screaming like, Amachi, pay, I start saying, okay? That means it's like the ghost. I scream on top of my voice, and then my grandmom gets up. She doesn't say that, it's just a bad dream or anything, nothing. She starts praying over me, and then she says,
God.
okay, it'll be fine, don't worry, you just say your prayers and sleep back. And she starts praying like, 5-10 minutes, like continuously she prays and things like that. If it was just a dream and I she didn't believe what it was happening was not true, then she would have told me, okay, fine, sleep now, it's okay, it's middle of the night and whatever. But she literally sat down, prayed, read the Bible, and then asked me to go back to sleep. And I cannot forget this instance. It couldn't be my uncle. Both my uncles, one uncle was like fast asleep, and we should never bother him, things like that. He was little off, you go irritate him, he gets little wild type like that. The other uncle was he used to have second shift in HAL, so he used to come like in the middle of the night by 12:30, or he used to come early morning.
Did you try kicking or something when the tickling was happening?
Yes, I was like, only my leg was moving, but the tickling was happening under my arms, like, that's it. And here, like on my, like how when you do this,
Oh my
I
God.
was so scared the whole time. And next day, I couldn't tell this to anybody. I didn't tell my sister nor anybody. I never said this till I came the first time when I came to your stream and I told you about my cousin's place.
Yeah.
That time I told my cousins. My cousin said this thing always had happened and nobody wanted to open your mouth, and like people didn't want to talk about it in the house because they didn't want to make it real.
It's happened to other people in the house?
I don't know whether they've had separate experiences, maybe not this particular thing, but they never opened their mouth and said that this is what the thing was like, And there was this very cold place in the house. It used to always be there whenever I used to go there, and obviously it was an old house, so you always think, and it was in Bangalore, 92, so it was always cold there.
Both the creepy
So
story.
I don't know. that always stayed in my mind actually.
Very
Always.
unnerving. I'm going to try to explain. I'm going to go with. I'm hoping, just hoping that maybe there's a spiders ka issue udhar, and the
But
spiders
कितना
were
बड़ा spider? मतलब कितना
अलग
बड़ा
अलग साइज का
spider?
मिलता है.
छोटा स्पाइडर भी ऐसे जाएगा तो ऐसा टिकल होके जाता है ऐसा सी
ये बड़ा वाला स्पाइडर, ये
What
वाला.
happened?
I'd run for my life
What
if
is
something like this showed up.
how my grandmother not say like how your
yeah
mom.
so they are
Yeah,
used
yeah.
to it so they must have had some experiences before they got used to it, they're living with it.
Yeah, because that house had a lot of death and all old people were already staying there, like already two deaths had
Yeah.
already.
Also let me break that down. In the world there's every day there's deaths, there imagine the amount of deaths compared to amount of people being
Yeah.
born.
Yes, yes.
So
Everyone will be tickled non-stop.
yeah भूत भी इतने सारे भूत भी है, there's a separate colony happening for them.
Anyway, Minu, thank you so much. Have a
Thank
good
you
one.
so much for having me again.
Thank you.
Thank
And I
you.
know this
everyone.
I'll come and pester y'all because I don't have any more experience. So
Oh,
that's
No
it.
problem.
either way, you're banned now from now because of this story.
Oh, thank you,
Take care.
Thank you so
Minu.
much. Thank you, Suresh.
Thank you.
sir.
Take care.
Thank you.
so much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Suresh, yeah, I have had similar experience, but it was ants.
Aditya Manjunath, Pizza Patriot on the
As
Zoom call.
Sheetal is saying. Spider Uncle Homecoming says the last project. Oh my god. But Suresh, see now this is a serious what do you do? It's a conundrum. You're being tickled,
Yeah.
but it's by a ghost. So is that funny? Do you laugh? Or is that scary? What do you do?
I guess the ghost has come to tickle you, maybe having a funny bone.
Oh my god, Suresh, I thought of a really crazy thought. The ghost comes to tickle you, and if you laugh, then ... ठीक है, ऐसे ही,
Oh,
imagination.
nice. Also, the other explanation is,
हाँ.
sometimes मेरे पैर शाम रात को ऐसे अपने आप ऐसे हो जाता.
So you tickle yourself.
No,
With your other
on
leg.
its own it goes like this.
कुछ भी
Hmm.
कुछ भी बोलता है
It's a
Suresh.
fact. So when I research, it's because of my diabetes. Nerve endings थोड़ा गड़बड़ होता है. Suddenly ऐसे टिंग करे जा रहे हो अपने आप.
Freaky, na?
Yeah.
I'm really hoping it was spiders or maybe some over enthusiastic rats. You know what I mean? Come on, just say yes, Suresh. Don't be.
Yes.
Even the grandmom should have said, "Nare, don't worry, it is a chua. Nothing to worry about. Go back to sleep." Aisa types. No, I guess not.
नहीं. Anyway,
Nay.
Manjunath.
Yes.
Moving
Well,
on. Right.
You didn't say who. I've got Pratik on.
Pratik Irkal.
Pratik is correcting. Suresh sir, parallel universe. I miss Balesh, says Kumiko. Balesh, kidhar hai tu? Let's try to make up, bro. Come back to us. I'm sorry about all the things I said in that video I made, but please come back. Hi, Pratik. Arey, unmute. We have to unmute Pratik. Ek second.
Hi, Hoezaay.
Hi, Uku. Hi, kaise hai bhai?
All good. Big fan.
Kidhar se?
I'm from Pune, bro. But let me
Nice.
tell you, I've also been a part of misheard lyrics before.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh my
The song
God.
22222. That's by me, bro.
Oh, nice. Nice. So if you find that, you'll find Pratik tagged in the
Oh yeah.
description.
My Twitter handle name has changed, so you just find me by some another name right
So
now.
much time gone by. Pratik, it's over to you, sir, for your ghost story.
Okay. So let me begin. This story is by my grandmother. Okay. So I'll need you to imagine certain things when I tell the story to you later.
Ready, sir.
So this she used to tell us like long back. So when she was a kid, she's basically from Karnataka, a small town in Karnataka. So when she was a kid, she often used to go with her friends to pluck flowers from a certain, there's a big bungalow near a place, and there used to be a rich lady living over there. So they used to go and pluck flowers from that garden over there as kids. They used to be like 5-6-year-old kids, and all her friends, they used to go around over there. So eventually their parents used to tell that please do not go, because that lady, the owner, was a bit rude. She used to, scare the kids out there, like beat them up and if anyone is found plucking the flowers or something.
So mean.
So the parents used to tell, do not go, but eventually these girls, they never listened and they used to go, all these friends.
Kids can also be
And
painful,
yeah. Eventually that lady died a few days later. Okay, the owner of the bungalow, I would say. And what happened was, these parents, now they started telling the kids in a bit of a scary way ki mat jao, abhi to wahan pe bhoot rahega and all that, just to scare them, unknowingly ki it was wo sach mein bhoot ban gaya tha, but they were just trying to scare the kids ki mat jao, but they eventually didn't listen. So this happened one day in evening. So what happens, winter mein na evening thoda jaldi ho jata hai, around 6 o'clock, 6:15 it starts getting dark. So they left by around 6:15, 6:20 somewhere, she knows, and they went over there and they started to get the flowers from the garden. Okay, and one of them, they just saw, they heard a voice like mat karo or something like that in Kannada, I do not know, or something like that, and they didn't find the source of it. One of them, they looked up on the tree, on the branch that she was sitting in this way. My dadi, she gave a description of a position. Okay, so she was sitting like this, her legs were swinging. She's like, don't do this. I don't know what's it called in Kannada, but ye mat karo aur niklo yahan se. All of them, they got just scared and they left from there. Two of the girls, and including my dadi, they were like full bukhar chad gaya, 102 degree. And after that, they never went over there. It was like never ever they even dared to go near that house, bro. So yeah, that's the story.
God. What?
My wife is.
Oh
so
my
yeah,
God.
That's my
Oh,
wife.
I got so scared. I was just imagining the lady sitting on the tree and then we saw
No,
someone
that's my
come on
wife.
that
She's
side.
not scary.
Madbeda.
God, that was really scary.
Madbeda.
Mad
Madbeda,
visuals,
yeah.
Mad visuals.
Yeah, so that was one story which my dad, it still haunts me. I mean, like, if I imagine that myself in that position, I'll get shit bricks, bro.
I'm just building a small house right here
Or
under my
mangoes.
chair. Anyway, thank you, Pratik. Crazy story, crazy one.
Thank you very much, Jose, and thank you. I've been trying since day one, by the way, and I guess long time since I've got this. So
Aapka
thanks for the
number abhi
opportunity.
aa gaya. Such is life. Anyway, take care, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Suresh sir. Bye. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Pizza Patriot is waiting for us.
Son of a gun.
Like suddenly, unexpectedly, you see something, na baap re baap.
There's no reason to be scared of seeing something in this stupid Zoom window. I shat myself just now because in my head I was imagining that lady in the corner up there swinging her legs and all, and then Yase just from the edge of his window you see something. I was like, oh. Whew. That was a really freaky one. That was really creepy. Oh shit. This is one of those which is going to
It's been
stick
quite
with you.
scary so far, Jose.
Yeah, now when you
The
look at a
journey
tree,
has
you're
been-
going to imagine that lady. Oh God, help us. Oh, मैं तो डर गई. And yeah, correct. Those kids are never plucking flowers again. They'll tell other people also don't pluck flowers.
Hari the Ruxi, thank you so much for saying I should do the Morgan Freeman voice. Yet again, Jose did it.
Sound like somebody gave Morgan Freeman anesthesia.
It's only Morgan Freeman trying to imitate Dhoni.
Sometimes when you keep like either a black shirt on the chair or something, or from the corner of your eye, you see it, you think there's a person there, then you know what it is, and then when you come back again, your mind tells you that "Arey koi hai udhar." So 3 times I've looked that side.
You know what? I also feel it's our eyes na are like cameras which have got memory.
I'm running low on memory.
कुछ तो गड़बड़ है.
God board. Both God board.
बहुत
Anyway.
भूषण गंडगोल.
Tell us, sir. Morgan.
आप बताएं,
Pride
sir.
Man. आप बताएं कौन है next? Musk Menon.
Aditya, pizza.
Arey, Suresh, I got an even better name for you. Must Menon.
Aditya Manjunath, जिसका नाम है Pizza Patriot on the Zoom call and in the Discord community.
Going for Pizza
Thank you, sir.
Patriot.
I'm ready. It's okay after this person. Maybe I can come. That's completely your choice, not
It's
mine.
a go for Pizza Patriot.
Hi, can you guys hear me?
Hi,
He has
hi.
been there
We
on the
can
show
hear
last
you.
year.
Hi. I had actually come on the first scam stream.
Don't
Correct.
worry, yaar. We now though.
Okay. Shall I start?
Beep, beep,
Of
boop, boop.
course.
Yes, sir. Please start.
Okay. So this actually happened to a friend. So he had gone out somewhere, and it was late in the night. So he was walking up to his house,
I'm so
and then
sorry to interrupt, sir.
yeah.
Thoda louder.
Okay.
Louder.
So
Ah,
yeah, it was late in the night,
nice.
and he was coming from somewhere. I don't know exactly where. I've forgotten. So he was coming home, and then so street lights had gone out. There was a power cut, so everything was dark. So he was constantly looking behind his shoulder because he was feeling like there was some presence there. So this happened 2 3 times, and then he didn't like he was like, okay, let me just go off to my house directly, and then he went home. So he opens the gate, which is a metal gate. It's very thick and heavy, and then he climbs up because his house is on the first floor. So he climbs the stairs. When he's about to, just enter the door, first floor, his the gate that he just locked shakes very very hard. Like it almost shakes so hard that it's coming off its hinges that hard. And he's told me that this gate is extremely difficult to open also, and it shouldn't have been able to shake like that because we don't usually grease up our hinges and stuff for the gates, right? Because we don't much think about it and stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah, so it was actually even hard to pull and lock the gate. You had that latch kind of a thing that you have to lock. So it like shook so much, and then he got so freaked out there, and then he just said it was in Kannada what he said, but I'll just translate it for you. He said, "Who's there? Whoever it is, like leave me alone." And then it stopped. And I asked him because I'm a skeptic and I still like I don't believe actually unless and until I see something which I haven't. So I asked him, "Don't you think the air could have pushed it and rattled it?" And he was like, "No, actually, the gate is so heavy, and my neighbors actually came running out of their houses when they heard this. It was that loud, the sound, the rattling of the gate. It was like some vehicle or something dashed the gate, like that amount of sound." So that was the incident he told me, like first-hand experience that he witnessed.
Well, but there was nothing next to the gate. We couldn't see anything. It was just shaking like crazy.
Yeah, like the house, they have a light in the house. Obviously, could see the gate and everything. So, like, if anyone was there, he could have seen them. But he told me there was nobody. And then, as he was feeling a presence following him, he just rushed home. And just when he was about to get into his house, this happened. Like
God.
something wanted to capture him and got
Stopped at the
frustrated.
gate.
Yeah, like got frustrated that it couldn't capture him and bang the gate. That's what he told me.
Or maybe the gate shut and the drunken driver came hammered against the gate and then he quickly drove off.
But koi nahi tha udhar. They would have.
Yeah, but there wasn't. It was like nobody was there driving. Also, it's a residential area, and like not much traffic.
Very freaky and
So that was-
unnerving. Thank you for sharing that with us,
Unnerving.
sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Really good stuff. Have a good one, Pizza Patriot. We'll see
Yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
later. Thank you. Ooh, crazy. I mean, imagine that the being trying to catch him, and then something about the gate. Maybe someone had put salt on the
Oh
gate or
yeah,
something.
so that is what
I'm
should
just
be
making stuff
investigated.
up.
टमाटर
Yeah.
डाला रहेगा कोई कुछ तो
Somebody did a spell on the gate or something, and udhar, this is for the script.
कर
And the ghost is like,
Excuse me, let me come inside. And then
Either-
the ghost tried to
and
come
the ghost
inside
is
a
like,
lot of times.
salt, yeah. But I think it could have been. I'm just saying, possible it was a monkey.
Hmm.
I'll tell you why I'm saying this. You know what? I saw this
Why are
video.
you saying it?
Morgan, I'll try to answer your question.
Okay, please do
sound more
that.
like Quick Gun Murugan than Morgan Freeman. But
Quick gun, Morgan.
Quick Gun Morgan. So I saw this video. There's this guy now who with long hair, he's constantly interacting with animals. Uska wo lion ka pet hai and all, he takes care of them and all. And he has a monkey, and this monkey is standing on top of the tree, like the V shape of the tree. The monkey standing there, and the monkey pulls him up, man. Like a small monkey that big. Like, I think the monkey is that like half his size. So apparently they have immense upper body strength.
I believe
So
so.
it's possible this monkey somehow came to the
Managed to
gate and
rattle,
started
and he hopped
shaking.
off. And when
And
he saw
see,
the human beings come, he hopped off.
yeah, and also he felt like there was a presence. So it could have been a monkey only. I don't know. I'm just trying to explain it away through science.
Correct. Good boy.
Monkeys are
किया
never
तुमने.
active in the night. But maybe उसका एक दो light था, उसको he was hungry. Could be
It's
anything
11
that.
1. It's 1 1 1.
Oh no, it's only 11-1. Don't.
No, it's I said correct.
Still
So it's
10
1
minutes
1
left.
3 ones. 3 ones.
Sir, next Supriya Joshi, who tried to come in, but then there was a bit of an issue. Yeah. Apes stronger together. Let's see what happens.
Supriya Joshi ji.
Coming in. Big news coming in. Somebody had commented that earlier.
Hi.
Hi, Huku. Hi.
So sorry. Last time. I just wanted to get this out of the way, but so I've been suffering through depression, and your streams have really been
Hey, that's
the
really
highlight.
nice to hear.
Hey, please don't
I'm
Because-
glad
laugh
we
from
could.
anything.
I'm glad
No,
this stream
really,
could come
it's
of use
just-
to someone at least.
No, it's been like a good routine to have it on Saturdays and Fridays, like whatever stuff you do, it changes every Fridays, but whatever it is, it's been
That's
really
good to
helpful.
know. That's good to know. Welcome
Yeah.
to our stream. It's your turn to tell us the ghosties.
Yeah, so it's very short. It's a story of my father's friend. So basically, they were going to Konkan, and around at 11 p.m. at night, they were just driving around, and they saw this girl selling flowers at 11 p.m. at night. There was just this random ass girl selling flowers, and apparently there's this thing in Konkan where if you see someone in the middle of the night and maybe just selling something, you never turn back.
In
Because they're
general,
always
good
a
idea.
ghost.
Yeah. और कोई चोर भी हो सकता है. फिर
Yeah. And then they didn't turn back. And when they looked back, she was not there.
Oh.
That is all my stories. But basically, I came on the
Oh,
stream
that's
because...
fine.
बहुत ही
You
छोटा
won't.
story
You won't
था.
know. नहीं बहुत ही छोटा story
No,
नहीं.
basically, I came on the stream because I just wanted to thank you all because it's
Hey,
been just
very sweet.
How sweet.
your
I know
streams
what
have
happened.
been...
This girl na, she came there. She said, "भैया आपको flower चाहिए," and then she quickly hid behind the pillar. And I was like, "Oh, किधर गया भूत?"
Actually, कुछ लोग कर सकते हैं. No, but there's a lot of these sightings and incidents which are sort of true. So they tell you not to do them.
Yeah.
Especially the odd thing is flower selling in the night is normally that's why they say थोड़ा बच के रहना चाहिए.
But
Yeah.
I just came here to say that it's been a great thing to have this and have this
Good,
every
yeah, super.
Saturday.
Keep on
It's a good
smiling.
routine to have. So I will please do it more.
You can thank
Fridays,
the
please
Mr.
book it.
Mr. Viscous Man and Consistency
Yes,
Man.
Suresh sir has been
Must melon.
consistent.
Today
I
I'm
mean, melon.
Morgan. Today I'm Morgan.
Today I'm
Morgan.
Morgan. Chalo, guten Morgen. Supriya, thank you so much. Have a good one.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Catch you in
Bye.
the comment
Thank you. Bye.
section.
Bye.
Wow. That is actually interesting. The lore, na, Suresh, like you were saying earlier, is that a lot of these things like parents saying don't go in the next building and pull out flowers and all ye wo.
पे भूत है.
कोई
Huh?
रात को अगर somebody is selling you something in general, not a good idea na. Imagine you meet someone in the middle of the night, like, ये iPhone 6 चाहिए आपको. Like, अभी इतनी रात? One on
Oh,
a
yeah.
scam stream, one guy got robbed in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
He thought he'd get a cheap iPhone in the middle of the night.
Yeah. Yeah.
See? There's a
See, a
good
lot of
story
things
there.
we should we should be very careful about the timing of things, so that we know okay, normal course of why are we getting into scam stream?
I'm just saying, मैं बता
हाँ,
रहा हूँ ना.
नहीं, I'm just saying, I was
connected.
going to give a whole explanation, scam से बच के रहना चाहिए and all that stuff. Yeah. Hurry, आप आ गए फिर से
Hi, Suresh
and
ji.
then she appeared again with a beauty radiating through the screens
Oh,
as she
correct.
started reading out
कितना
the super chats, which
आप
are not
flirt
many
कर रहे हैं
today.
मेरे साथ, सुरेश जी?
I'm
आपको पता है
Morgan.
ना?
I don't flirt with anyone. I'm getting it better. I'm going to practice it. See,
There's
I
a long
just
way to
want you
go.
to read out the names right now.
Thank you, sir. Okay, Atharva, we'll bring you in. Don't worry.
उसका ऐसा मुंह बना के देखता हूँ.
Akshay says, Arnab grown the branch of the tree would have been even more scarier. Akshay, of course, has seen that video. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's it. उतना ही था. मैं यही सब बोलने के लिए आई. चलो bye, love you all. Huh? What's happening?
Yeah, somebody said something.
I don't know. I just
No, 1 second. You said bye, and then some. उसके बाद किसी का तो residue था.
residue, sir. I was
Sound.
possessed, not you. Anyway.
No, with live stream में जो भी सुना ये please confirm this. That I say bye, something like that. He said, and there's some other conversation that happened. So I think
I
we're getting
really love
spooked.
that you're giving in to this rubbish, but well done, Suresh. Thank you. I
Oh,
appreciate
you
it.
said rubbish. It was from your end, so you
Morgan
decide what you
Freeman
want.
ASMR.
I just want to say that Morgan,
Hey,
in the
you're getting
morning
there,
when I
getting there.
got down,
चोरी
I
बच्ची हो
managed
क्या?
to. मैं तेरे से सीखा.
What's happening
You
here?
started doing Morgan. Atharva.
Atharva, I think you have your camera lens cover on also.
Yeah, it will be Shawshank Redemption otherwise.
Shank.
Shank. Hey,
अरे,
imagine Shawshank Redemption was all about a BST bus ka story.
Suresh is
Shank.
using scrubber ना, the dishes का scrubber he's put on the camera.
अच्छा तुम सो क्या?
भाई क्या कर रहे हो? Atharva.
Atharva tried to come in once more, but the dishwasher was in his hands, and he landed up washing the computer, and he missed the stream. Oh, he farted also.
बाप रे, you all have the same chair at home, looks like. अरे क्या कर रहा है Atharva? Stop freaking us out. What are you doing, bro?
Atharva. He refused to hear anyone.
Atharva भी
Refused to
बनियान में है.
communicate.
Everybody's wearing बनियान. काफी गर्मी है, I understand.
Chalo, let's go to the next one. We wasted enough time over
Yeah,
here.
he's communicating with the planes, I think. Atharva, you ready to tell the story? TK finish washing the dishes. Oh, maybe he's cleaning his
Handhouse
laptop.
story.
Huh?
Shank.
Yes, I'm washing my laptop
Come on, Aja, bhai. Come on, tell us the story.
with Harpic.
Prill. You should use Prill.
Can see a
Harpic
face
you
over
can't
there.
use
Can
on
you
the
see?
laptop. Look, I'll just
Sorry,
Atharva.
sir, I didn't have a story. Just I wanted to see you all.
Acha.
Oh,
Atharva, thanks for coming,
thank
buddy.
you so much. Yeah, time
Right?
wasting.
Sorry for wasting your time.
अरे
No
no
problem,
problem.
beta.
ये पूरा stream वही है.
You are doing great.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you, Atharva.
Thank you, man. Cheers, baba.
Thanks.
Bye. See, that's the kind of blank calls we're into.
But that's okay.
Positive.
That was sweet.
Positive
no?
blank call. You know what I'm saying?
And harmless. And he was, yeah,
Acha.
positive blank calls. Kya baat hai?
Positive blank
And
calls.
as he waited for more positivity.
I like how this is like I'm an Indian Morgan Freeman.
फिर मैं वहीं पे रुका था उसके लिए.
It was
लेकिन वो वहाँ पे नहीं आए. No, I'm sounding like Salman now suddenly.
in Pune.
ये
Atharva
मॉर्गन फ्रीमैन का वॉइस
using-
इंग्लिश से मैं ट्राई कर रहा हूँ हिंदी में करने. So it's coming out like Salman. See,
As I waited for him to complete his duties, Shawshank Redemption, okay? Shawshank Redemption हिंदी में. वहाँ पे सलमान और मैं वहाँ पे खड़ा था बहुत टाइम तक.
I don't know what's going on with Suresh. पागल हो गया. All right, moving to our next our next caller. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, leave a blood sample, double tap,
Anshika Bharadwaj.
follow, leave a comment. जो आपको करने का आधार link. Anushka is about to join us. Also, don't forget you can come over to the Discord server. 11k people on our Discord server. It's amazing. It's really something. I don't know. ये कैसा हो गया? ये क्या हुआ? Anushka, are you there? Anushka, we're gonna unmute
Anishka
you.
बिडो कैसी है? हम ज्वाइन करेंगे.
Abhinav is saying Hoezaay अथर्व को अंदर ले लो. वो अंदर ही है. Shashank Redemption. Shashank. Very funny. Oh, I'm going to ask you to unmute again. Anushka, we've asked you to unmute. Hopefully, you are at your computer. Oh, Anushka's having a tough time finding the. Unfortunate. Let's keep going.
Thank you. और deep try करता हूँ. And as I try to sit there.
this is called online Morgan Freeman voice lessons.
Having a really tough time trying to get Morgan Freeman out. Okay, Anushka having a tough time. We're
Can
gonna
somebody get
bring
Morgan on the show?
Rita in. I thought I put Anushka in the waiting room. See, must.
Yeah,
Any
he said
minute, any
Anushka.
second now, it's going to be 11:11. Let's go.
Rita.
It just sounds like I'm saying Anushka. I said it fast. It is Anushka. 11:11. 11:11. 11:11. 11:11.
11 11 11
रीता रीता हमारे पूरे स्ट्रीम के ऊपर
रीटा की तमन्ना
It gives us more time to say 11:11 for no reason. Everyone, 11:11. And Suresh, I just want to say thank you so much, and most importantly, 11:11. I mean, you've really
Yeah,
been
it's always
11:11.
11 11. So much of joy in saying that number 11 11.
Go to heaven. And Rita, I'm gonna unmute you. We've asked you to unmute. Please, aa jaiye aap. Tab tak just 11:11.
I think she's not there.
And usually when I'm going through an 11:11 time, I try to, incorporate as much 11:11 into my life as possible.
Mhm.
And I mean, now not anymore. Now it's 11:12. So, Rita, Rita, what's happening? हो गया भाई लोग 11:12 now. See, you can't make then 11:13. Where will this end? Please, only 3 moments in the stream. 10:10, 22:22. So stupid. And 11:11. Bas, that's it. उससे ज्यादा नहीं. Oh, we can also do 23:23. Oh no, this is never ending. बस करो तुम लोग. Chat कुछ काम धंधा नहीं है? 11:11. Rita. Tara 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 tara. 2 people now who were unable to unmute. Oh, there हो गया. Rita.
Mosquito. That is अपना
I'll try
अपनी
to speak to
मुस्कान.
Rita from मेरी तरफ से.
Delhi.
Rita.
अरे, she's
Rita,
not
are you
coming on,
there?
man.
Please आ जाओ Rita.
Hey, why wasting so much
Rita.
of time, Rita?
I'm
Rita
very
गई.
patient. Rita's
So
having some
mosquito का
audio
भी-
problems.
Okay, so let me read out mosquitoes. That is Muskan's message.
Please,
सर कल मैं दिल्ली में रास्ता कैफे में अपना आर्ट एग्जीबिशन कर रही हूँ. प्लीज स्ट्रीम में इनविटेशन दे दो सबको दे दिया. दिल्ली में जितने लोग हैं कल between 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. रास्ता कैफे में.
Comments में डाल देना ना once the stream is over. ठीक है. तो Rita has made a run
New
for
Delhi.
it. Having some. There are 2 Anushka Bharadwajas in our.
Lakshmi, add please.
Should we try again,
Lakshmi.
Suresh?
Lakshmi wants to be added.
Okay.
Insular है.
Lakshmi wants to be added, but I don't
Yes.
see any Lakshmi over here in the Zoom chat. I think वो है नहीं अभी.
Insular है Lakshmi, not there only.
Please come
She
back.
sent that message 11:01.
And you're reading it now.
But that's okay. 10 minutes. She should have been waiting there.
ठीक है. Since we call Anushka on ना, मैं ये दोनों जो Anushke है, 1 Anushka, 2 Anushkes, 1 platypus, 2.
Platypus.
Correct. 1 cactus, 2.
Cactus.
Superb.
James
They're doing
Kalyadan.
very well.
James Kalyadan.
Okay, let's
Ansika
see.
Bharat. Ansika, are you there? Or you
Anushka.
speak?
One of the Anushkas disappeared. All right. Okay, ठीक है.
Anshika.
Anshika. Oh, I was saying Anushka. Such an idiot. ठीक है. I'm not known for my reading skills or any other skills in that sense. So, Anushka, thoda, I think you should contact your ISP as quickly as possible. See if they can help you with your connection. Also, computer specialist, Amit Das. Full mahal in the bedroom and mahal in the kitchen. Lovely. वो टीवी पे देख रहा है और कंप्यूटर और फोन इधर है.
Amit
है
Das,
उसके साथ?
तुम रहो बिंदास.
No.
हाँ, get ready. Hello.
Das.
Mr. Das, केमन आछो?
Hey, I watched that The Bubble. Vidas is also in it. It's pretty alright. It has its moments. There's some weird stuff all towards the end. Fun movie. I really enjoyed it.
Bubble?
The Bubble on Netflix.
A Hindi film?
No, that's Bulbul. This is The Bubble.
Same thing.
Acha. I like some of the references to today's world and them being in a bubble. It was quite funny. So many cameos on it, man. Amazing. Mr. Das, welcome. We're unmuting you. Please,
Yeah. Hey, hi.
Hi, Uku. Hi,
Hi,
bro.
hi, hi.
Is that
Hey.
Simon in the back of you?
No, it's Akshay from Hera Fairy.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
Wazuddin as well.
Simon's meme is so powerful. I immediately thought it was him. Anyway.
Yeah, and we have
Nice.
been waiting for so long. My dear Casper is also
He's
sleeping.
gone to sleep.
Oh, Casper.
Oh, what are the odds? Our thumbnail mein Suresh was Casper. Nice. Anyway.
I didn't get you.
No, you best not to. Amit sir, it's time for you
Yes.
to tell us your ghost story.
Yes. So this incident happened in the year 2017, and I've been whole of my life I have been in different places. My dad was serving in the Indian Navy, and this was when I got a new job in Bangalore, and I had recently moved. And then my aunt passed away in 2017.
Yeah.
And I've been to a remote place in Orissa. So I'm basically from Orissa only. So I've been there. So this incident happened after the rituals were done. All of us were sleeping. I'm from a very huge family, like many chacha chachis and taujis and all. So what happened is the funeral thing happened, and all of we were sleeping in the old kind of house, like mud house kind of thing, which are in the rural areas of India. And all of a sudden in the midnight, I could hear a voice in the backyard door, and in the regional language in Oriya, it was saying that please open the door and let me in. Like I was able to hear it continuously for let's say 10-15 minutes, and I was very familiar with the voice. Like I was able to recognize that voice of being of my aunt who passed away. So I was very frightened, and to my wonder, in that hall, like 10-15 people were sleeping, and none of them responded to that voice. I felt like only I am able to hear that, and that door was being knocked continuously for 15-20 minutes, and none of them responded. So I thought not of going to the door and opening it, and I think I made a very good choice. The very next morning, I asked my mom. I told her that, see, something like this happened. मेरे को आवाज सुनाई दे रहा था, and I was damn sure that that was Taiji's ka आवाज. That was my aunt's voice. My mom was very frightened. She told me, okay, you're going to take the next flight back to Bangalore, and you're not staying here.
Oh my God. Why did you get rid of you?
And after like an year, my mom revealed me that these things happen in rural areas. The person who passes away tries to take someone with him or her within the next 1 year.
Man, that was crazy creepy. We heard a similar story like this, Suresh. I don't know if you remember. Someone had called and said that only they could hear an aunt at the door and saying,
Yeah.
"Can I please come in?" or something like that. Oh,
Like I was shit scared at that night.
shit, creepy story. But uske baad kuch nahi hua, I'm hoping.
No, nothing like that happened. And moreover, I don't believe in these things.
Same, sir.
But few of such kind of incidents had happened with my friends, but I never believed until that day. Like I've gone through few things like sleep paralysis and all, but nothing like such. I was very damn sure that that was my aunt's voice. And she was continuously telling, won't you open the door and let me in? Why are you guys doing like this with me?
Oh my God, the guilt. Trying to guilt trip you into opening the door.
Yeah. So that was my story. And a big fan of your these live streams. Like all this lockdown, I have been binge listening to your live streams. Like, okay, even if I'm not watching the visuals, the audio are fine. Even while working, like, okay, काम तो चलता ही रहेगा. ये सुनने में motivation लगता रहता है.
Awesome, buddy. Thank you so much for sharing. And love to Casper. It seemed tomorrow.
Yeah.
Have a good one, Amit. Thanks.
But you didn't have any more incidents after that, right? After that day.
Not similar incident, but a different kind of incident. Like on an highway, me and my friend were returning from a wedding. This happened in Tamil Nadu. like basically I know Tamil as well. எனக்கு ஃபுல்லா தெரியும் சுரேஷ் அண்ணா.
Good,
What
good.
did your
Ramba,
father
ramba
say?
na.
So what happened is we were returning from a wedding late night, and we were on the highway. We were on a speed of, let's say, 70 to 80 on the bike, and the highway was completely deserted. No one was there, and on the either sides there were jungles, nothing else. So even if a person has to cross the road, either they will stop till the bike crosses or they will run. But we saw a lady who was crossing the road very slowly, like she was smiling at us and she was crossing the road. Thankfully nothing happened, but my friend was riding the bike. He got really pissed off why the lady is crossing so slowly. She could have stopped. He stopped his bike just to have a word with the lady. We turned and no one was there.
Oh my God. Never stop in the middle anywhere to talk to anyone.
I was actually
मनी
asking
मन में
whether you
गाली
are.
देके निकल जाने
मैं
का।
तो पूछ रहा था कि अपने आंट के साथ दूसरा था क्या कुछ स्टोरी, अपना दूसरा ही कहानी बता दिया। ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं।
Amit, thank you so much.
Thank you, Amit.
Thank you.
Take care,
சரி,
buddy.
பார்க்கலாம், சீக்கிரம் பார்க்கலாம்.
கண்டிப்பா பார்க்கலாம்.
Super.
Again, you're not discussing my family. Anyway, ठीक है, कोई नहीं. Take care, buddy. Bye, bro.
Thank you, guys. Good night.
Good night.
Very creepy, huh? Suresh first story एकदम creepy था. Guys,
I can tell you something more creepy and scary right now. Is Mumbai Indians lost again?
I thought you were going to tell us what the doctor said, but again, Suresh getting emotional about that. Ladies and gentlemen, please don't forget to hit like, subscribe, follow, leave a blood sample. Suresh Menin's Instagram, follow him as many times as possible. Twitter, Facebook, everywhere. Go to his building, apartment, whatever it floats your boat. And let's move on to our next. What's happening? Let's keep going. Who's Suresh? Who's next? Who's next?
Who's
you said
next?
Lakshmi, na?
Lakshmi,
back
yeah.
back in the chat. Somebody pointed out that everybody in a banyan told us great stories today.
Yeah.
Rupa frontline for the win.
Yeah, actually.
And I just want to say also, Suresh, that 2323, Lakshmi ji, 2323 to have you here. And
2323.
Lakshmi seems a little upset with us. 2323 is the solution, I would say. Mostly, if you could just 2323, it might 2323 for you. Lakshmi ji, 2323.
Oh my God. Okay. Okay. What the hell? Did I make it?
You made it. You made it. 2323 to you too. Seriously, it's a 2323 kind of. I'm trying to get in as many 2323s as possible. 2323, over to you. Lakshmi ji, tell us your ghost story. 2323.
Yeah. So I hope my audio is fine, right?
Superb.
Yes, yes.
Superb. Hi, Suresh. Hi, Hoezaay. Big
Hi.
fan.
Thank
Something
you.
that everyone says, but still. So my story is so I'll try to keep it very crisp. So the story is of my husband. He used to live in Bangalore back in 2000s. So one night he used to do night shifts, and it was raining. So he wanted to come back, like while coming back to home, he could not travel all the way through his home. So he wanted to just take a halt at his cousin's place on the way. He stopped by, tried to get some sleep there. So wherever he was trying to sleep, so there were few mattresses on the ground. So the mattresses that he was using, there were a lot of bed bugs under them. He was continuously scratching and could not catch good sleep. And he got quite frustrated after some time, and he called. I'm shivering. I'm sorry. I did not expect to make it.
No worries. No worries. Ask her. Go for it.
Okay. Yeah, it's as good as attending an interview, I guess.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years? वो feel के लिए.
Scary question, but I'll continue with the
We
story.
were at the mattress area, bed bugs, not catching sleep, थोड़ा scratching चल रहा था.
Yeah. So yeah, he then called his cousin. He's like, you guys are not maintaining your home, and there are a lot of bed bugs under mattresses. Are you not cleaning anything? And he was like, no, that's not the reason. Let me tell you later what has happened. And when he found out the story was that the friend of the cousin, or the roommate who used to live there, was actually in love with Hindu girl, whereas this guy himself was a Muslim. They both were in love with each other. The families were not okay with them getting married, but somehow they were convincing them to, get them married. But one day, the girl's family surprised the guy, and he's like, come over for lunch. Why don't you come over for lunch? We'll talk about your marriage. And
He's
he went
touching
for the
their hair.
lunch. Okay. He went for the lunch and he returned. As soon as he returned, he started acting very weird. He could not sleep anymore. He was always staring at walls, not talking anymore. Very inactive, very lazy, and very weird. And one day, he was just standing in the balcony, I guess, and he just jumped from the second floor. The guy, it just got weirder for all of the roommates. What's wrong with the guy? And they then immediately contacted the guy's family, who used to live in another village in Karnataka, whereas all of this happened in Bangalore. Okay. In Karnataka, and the family came down. They took him back, and they consulted some Maulvi Saab in a nearby dargah, and he has done some rituals, chanting all of that, and then they got to know that there's some black magic that was done on the guy. So how they got to know was, after all the rituals, the guy had like a big puke. Sorry to make it gross, but he had a big puke where there was this small not watermelon, pumpkin seed that has come out. So since 2 months that he has gone for that lunch, right? That seed is undigested. It's still there in his system. And they basically did magic on that seed, and they fed him that through a dal, apparently. And the guy just started becoming weird. They wanted to they didn't want to make the marriage happen. So
Wild.
that's why they were like trying to make his life a little bit of a hell, get away from us type of a thing. So after that happened, the guy slowly started recovering. So that's what has happened. Sorry, the
Damn.
story is too
So
stupid.
this was more like a Kala Jadoo type of story.
Hmm.
There was no
Yes.
ghost.
Yeah, but there was no
Unfortunate.
explanation for the bed bugs because there were hundreds of them. And
वो
all of
गया
his
नहीं
was
उधर.
could be. So,
Anyway,
yeah.
very
Yeah, that's
interesting, creepy, unnerving. Sab saath mein. Thank you so much, Lakshmi ji. Have a good one.
Thanks, guys. Bye. Have a
And
nice
please
Bye,
send
good
the
night.
Excel sheets in tomorrow. Thank you. Have a good one.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Suresh, I didn't tell you, but मेरे साथ भी similar चीज हुआ था.
Huh?
So we were also trying to get married, and wife's family gave me one small bowl. और उसमें ना, there's no sunflower seed. They were emptying poison directly. I could see it on the packet also. I don't know what that was about. Anyway, that's just a defense mechanism.
They're putting in some water
Trying
from a
to add
bottle.
some
It clearly
shit,
had
huh?
poison written around it.
They're
But
like,
yet
and
he
I was like,
drank.
ये क्या है? They're like, it's ruabza, ruabza. Hey, क्या?
And you
Anyway,
drank it also, I believe.
yeah, I did. I had a severe diarrhea after that, but made it through. It was fine. Anyway, wonderful. Today's stories were on another level. Yeah, we had a lot of this Twitter / Republic TV themes, and also, but like someone said, a lot of the stories are from Bangalore, Karnataka, and we had major people in banyans today. It really, like, somebody kept posting saying a glitch in the matrix, glitch in the matrix. Somehow, whenever someone tells one story about how the Watchmen knew everything, then all Watchmen stories come out.
Yeah.
Then someone says ki there's an old lady wearing white, and this, then sab wohi wala story nikalta hai. Anyway, guys, I hope you had a great time. It's 11:30. The end of today's stream. Man, that was a lot of fun actually. Lots of sharp twists and turns,
Yeah,
scary things.
sharp stories
I
also.
sense danger many times during the stream, but we care much less these days about many things. So, Suresh, how are you feeling, sir? क्या पढ़ रहा है? You checking the cricket scores out? I just know
No,
it.
क्रिकेट स्कोर तो गया, हम लोग हार गए, अनाउंस भी किया ना. I'm just
Yeah,
checking कि अभी कौन क्या मैसेज भेज रहा है.
Wild stream, मजा आ गया. There's some really creepy ones today. Huh? That lady on the tree swinging her legs, telling
Oh,
the
that is
kids
the most scariest
not
one.
to take the flowers. अरे मैं तो
The
बहुत
gate story
ही
of
डर गई.
Manjunath. and the great story of Manjunath also stood out just for the sheer helplessness
सुरेश
of it.
जी, I just wanted to say thank you. आप कितना sweet हो और आपके बिना ये stream, you know, एकदम अधूरा रह जाता.
अच्छा,
You know,
बाय
हम
द वे
लोग
आपको ये
करते
भी
ही नहीं.
बताऊं, एक सेकंड, बाय द वे मैं आपको ये भी बताऊं, अगर ये
हाँ.
स्ट्रीम होजे का साथ नहीं करूंगा तो और कहीं स्ट्रीम करने का चांस ही नहीं है. थैंक यू.
बेसिकली सिंह, अगर कोई है करने वाला उनको बता देना.
नहीं नहीं नहीं, मैं
I'm
सिर्फ
just
होजे के
joking,
साथ ही
sir.
करूंगा दोस्त.
Come
तू
here,
ऐसा
come here.
मत बोल.
इधर आ.
नहीं मैं मैडम, नहीं 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 ना, थैंक यू.
क्या हो रहा है?
अरे
Anyway, what a mad stream. I really enjoyed today's stream. I feel like we did today's stream after a really long time, even though we just did it last week. Suresh Menon, big round of applause. And I'm going to do this again one more time. But before we do that, we want to end tonight's stream by saying a big thank you to everybody, Harami chat, all you people with your crazy messages, some extremely inappropriate, which we don't condone, but some of them made us laugh. Thank you for giving the mods so much of work. Thank you to everybody who came to our waiting room. I'm so sorry to Aksachin, Anikan, Apurva, Bix, Faizan, Johnny Depp is in our waiting room. Kashyap, Nishant, Prip, Sigupta, Silhouette next to the bed. We will catch you on the next stream. Do not forget, I will drop my comments में Cyrus का Instagram handle डाल दूंगा. Please go wish him congratulations. He's getting married April 15th. It's a big step. Please stop this 23:32 now. People are typing. This is a bottomless pit, guys.
Yeah, 23:32. That's a nice number.
No, stop it. Ryan Davis, thanks. Just thanks. Thank you. Or that's it, guys. That's the end of today's stream. Big thank you. Suresh, मैं button दबाने ही वाला हूँ. But before I do that, ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for the one, the only, no longer known as Suresh Menon. He will be known as Must Menon from now on. The one, the only Must Menon. Talia! Suresh Menon!
Again, I had to shampoo my hair. बहुत काफी vomit किया है इसने. And ladies and gentlemen, without home, it would not be possible. Not a single day goes by when I don't think about the time that it is going to be when he starts the stream again.
I didn't realize you were doing Morgan Freeman.
I know, I was trying to. The way he walks in on the streams are really magnificent. And I waited for him near the old church, but he didn't come. But he's here on the stream for you all every Saturday. Thank you, Hoezaay, from all of us.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Jaideep, for dropping the Discord link. आ जाओ भाई लोग, Discord पे चलता रहेगा. And man, I also did a little poll on my YouTube community page saying what can I plan to do, like game streams and stuff. And everybody wants horror games. You just want to see me suffer, right? Horror games. I do have a couple of I have a lot of VR horror games which I've never touched, but let's see. Considering playing them anyway. That's just a little teaser we dropped there. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night. Suresh, हीरा आदमी, बहुत बड़ा हीरा है. इससे बड़ा हीरा नहीं है दुनिया में. ये वाला, ये बहुत ही बड़ा हीरा है. ये.
If you are pointing there, even I am pointing, then who's there?
कोई नहीं. क्या यही है वो हीरा, बहुत बड़ा हीरा. Have a good night, everyone. We'll see you on the next episode of Ghost Story.